High school sports teams are known for their unity. No matter what's happening on the field, they stick together. Players, coaches, students, parents. One big family. That's why Mountain West Bank is so proud to sponsor Idaho high school sports. Today, tomorrow, together.
Some days, I choose the most difficult trail. I test my limits.
Taking the hard path isn't always easy, but I know it's the right way.
When I get done with my ride and I look back at what I've just accomplished, I feel amazing.
It takes courage and determination to do hard things.
But you can do them.
Quitting tobacco and vaping is possible.
You decide when. We'll show you how. Learn more at projectfilter.org or call 1-800-QUIT-NOW.
You can't make summer stand still, so make the most of every last second with a new Toyota at Toyota's National Sales Event.
During Toyota's National Sales Event, discover our wide variety of fuel-efficient electrified vehicles. Toyota, let's go places.
We're a valley-wide country store. For 100 years, we've been your #1 choice for food, fuel, farm supplies, and just about everything else you could need to get you through your day. We know you work until the job is done, and so do we. For gas on the go, or a little extra to help you get down the road, you can count on us. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're valley-wide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We're here for you.
Vaping sucks you in quick, and the more you vape, the harder it is to quit. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems. That's why thousands of teens are joining My Life, My Quit. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text Start My Quit to 36072.
No matter what life holds, we'll be there for you. Mountain West Bank. Today, tomorrow, together.
And welcome back for another week of high school football here in North Idaho for North Idaho Game Night, brought to you by Mountain West Bank. I'm Ryan Skaggs here with my color commentator, Brandon Fury. The Lakeland alum is with me tonight as we got a dandy of a ball game set out in front of us tonight.
It's going to be a good one out here tonight. We got Lakeland, who's 4-0, running off with a hot start with the running game this year. Be interesting to see if Coeur d'Alene shuts that down, if the passing game for the Hawks can take over. Yeah, I mean, it'd be really interesting. Both teams to be coming Lakeland. Obviously, we've been looking at their running game. It's just been dominant, but even more dominant than their running game has been their team defense. Number 4 team defense in the state, giving up just shy of 7 points a game are the Hawks coming into this one. So it should be an interesting affair between the two programs. Coeur d'Alene coming in 1-2, obviously getting the win 2 weeks ago. They had a bye week last week coming off the bye, but they had a win their last game against Sandpoint in a 2-possession affair in that ball game. A banged-up Sandpoint team, too. So, it'll be interesting to see what, a test for the Hawks after they shut out West Valley last week, 28-0 coming into this ball game. It'll be very interesting. Watched a little bit of that Sandpoint game last week, and their offense kind of got clicking there. And at the end of the first half, they had about 30 seconds to run on the field, got a touchdown, take the lead, and then kind of kicked up in the second half. So interesting they keep it rolling after a bye week. And they started the season with two of the best teams in the state of Idaho, between Rigby and Rocky Mountain. So coming into this game, then they played Sandpoint. So they had 3 murderous games in a row to start the season. Going 1-2 out of those first few games is a big win for the Vikings. And then obviously hitting this middle part of the schedule where they're going to get Lakeland and a few other local games on their schedule, and some Spokane schools might come over too. I think there's one team on their schedule for this year, but it should be interesting. And we'll see what the Vikings have in this ballgame. The Hawks, we know what they're bringing in. Obviously, new coaching staff has really changed things for this season, and it's really had an interesting outlook. And you can kind of tell a difference around here that things have lifted a little bit coming into this ballgame. Yeah, you can definitely see the culture here at Lakeland, something we haven't seen in past years. And you can just see it with the crowd tonight. It is packed here at Corbett Field. Yeah, packed house. We're going to have some people in front of us, obviously, with the live stream, so don't be worried about that as we got fans coming in and out. It's going to be a busy, packed house tonight for this ball game, which should be a dandy of a game, too. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back here live from Rathdrum for the Lakeland Coeur d'Alene football game here on IdahoSports.com.
You can't make summer stand still, so make the most of every last second with a new Toyota at Toyota's National Sales Event.
During Toyota's National Sales Event, discover our wide variety of fuel-efficient electrified vehicles. Toyota, let's go places.
It can be a lot, trying to figure out how to make it. how to dream big, and to wonder, what if? Because no matter where you are in life, if you don't know what's possible in Idaho, it's hard to keep asking, what if? Which is exactly why Next Steps Idaho was created, with everything from smart tools that help you figure out careers you might be suited for, to training and education options for you. So keep asking what if at nextsteps.idaho.gov.
A hit in the morning, another between class, after school, and more before bed. Vaping sucks you in quick. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems everyone's talking about. That's why thousands of teens are ready to take back their life their own way with My Life, My Quit. When you sign up with us, you'll get a free and simple quit plan that makes it easier to stop vaping. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text Start My Quit to 360.
Because you already give them something money can't buy. We'll help with everything else, no matter what life holds. Mountain West Bank. Today, tomorrow, together.
And we're back here in Rathdrum for the Coeur d'Alene Vikings taking on the Lakeland Hawks. A non-league battle. It's the 5A, 4A matchup in this ballgame, but should be a great game. You got team defense from the Hawks that we talked about. Obviously a top 5 defense in the state. Hawks coming in ranked in this ballgame too. They entered the rankings this week, number 4 in one poll, number 5 in the other. So the Hawks bringing a little bit of swagger into this ballgame as they take on their 5A foe.
Definitely going to be their biggest test of the season. Very excited to see how the kids come out and respond. I know Coach on Lakeland, their new head coach, has brought a fire and tenacity to this team. Excited to see if they bring it out here against Coeur d'Alene tonight. Yeah, Coach Schroeder coming in. Obviously, the name might sound familiar. He had a lot of success down in Emmett in southern Idaho and some more success in California as well before coming up here. So really turning things around quickly. There's a few notable names still on the Lakeland staff that are holdovers. You got Court Milks, obviously, he's still working with the defense. Dustin Frank is out there, as well as Jerome Long is another one of the coaches that came back and stayed on staff for this affair. And, you know, Lakeland, you look at the team and you look at the kids just before the game, just loose. It was awesome. Kind of seeing how a little swagger in their walk. They're playing catch out in the back of the parking lot and just totally ready for this ball game. And I think it should be, like we've been saying, a really, really good game between the two teams. Definitely going to be a good game. Very excited to see Coeur d'Alene tonight, too. See if that offense gets going. Their defense has been pretty stout against the run this year.
Yeah.
Looked really good against Rigby, even though they lost. Really slowed down the run game. So it'll be interesting to see them tonight against Lakeland.
Yeah, that front 7 of Coeur d'Alene is legit. There's a couple 3-star guys on that front line that their defensive ends, you know, they lost Cameron Cope last year, went to Weber State, but they didn't lose much in losing Cope. They come back and they pick up a couple D ends that are 3-star recruits, so they're going to be, you know, just fine in that front 7. So it'll be an interesting kind of tail of the tape between the two teams. Can the offensive line we've seen from Lakeland really dominate up front? And then we've seen the Coeur d'Alene defensive front, so it'll be a battle. Who's going to give first between offense and defense?
I think it's going to come down to the linebackers tonight. Who can fly to the ball and make those tackles? Both of the teams in the trenches is where it's won, but I think the linebackers are going to be the difference makers in this game.
And the interesting thing, you normally don't say this when you talk about Coeur d'Alene, because you've seen guys like they had Wyatt Sanford and guys like that were up front for Coeur d'Alene. Lakeland's got the size advantage up front. Yeah, something you don't normally see here, and that Lakeland legitimately has the size advantage in the front on the front of the offensive line. So it'll be interesting to see how things go. I know Coeur d'Alene, you know, giving up some sacks to start the year. There's some pressure that's been getting to the quarterback. So if they've been able to shore things up there and turn things around, it'll be interesting to see. So we're going to take a quick break for the national anthem. We'll have the starting lineups and the opening kickoff between the Vikings and Lakeland Hawks right here on IdahoSports.com.
High school sports teams are known for their unity. No matter what's happening on the field, they stick together. Players, coaches, students, parents. One big family. That's why Mountain West Bank is so proud to sponsor Idaho high school sports. Today, tomorrow, together.
Some days, I choose the most difficult trail. I test my limits.
Taking the hard path isn't always easy, but I know it's the right way.
When I get done with my ride and I look back at what I've just accomplished, I feel amazing.
It takes courage and determination to do hard things.
But you can do them.
Quitting tobacco and vaping is possible.
You decide when. We'll show you how. Learn more at projectfilter.org or call 1-800-QUIT-NOW.
You can't make summer stand still, so make the most of every last second with a new Toyota at Toyota's National Sales Event.
During Toyota's national sales event, discover our wide variety of fuel-efficient electrified vehicles. Toyota, let's go places.
We're a valley-wide country store. For 100 years, we've been your #1 choice for food, fuel, farm supplies, and just about everything else you could need to get you through your day. We know you work until the job is done, and so do we. For gas on the go or a little extra to help you get down the road, you can count on us. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're valley-wide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We're here for you.
Vaping sucks you in quick, and the more you vape, the harder it is to quit. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems. That's why thousands of teens are joining My Life, My Quit. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text Start My Quit to 36072.
No matter what life holds, we'll be there for you. Mountain West Bank. Today, tomorrow, together.
And we're back here at Lakeland High School for starting lineups of tonight's ball game. The Vikings taking on the Lakeland Hawks here on IdahoSports.com, brought to you by Mountain West Bank. Machusik, thank you. Yeah, we're getting a confirmation of how to pronounce the starting running back's name from Coeur d'Alene. So Maddox Machusik is the running back for the Vikings. And we are about ready for the coin toss for tonight's game. We're going to find out who's going to start off with the ball. Some keys to tonight's game, at least defensively, I think, for the Vikings, stopping the running game of the Lakeland Hawks.
Definitely agree with that. It'll be very interesting to see the Vikings slow down the Lakeland running attack. And if they do,
you
how
can't
Lakeland's
make summer stand still. So make the most of every last second with a new Toyota at Toyota's national sales event.
During Toyota's national sales event, discover our wide variety of fuel-efficient electrified vehicles. Toyota, let's go places.
Sorry about that as we run a Toyota ad in the middle of our broadcast. We are back for tonight's feed for the game. I apologize, a bit of a video issue. So, yeah, so we were talking about keys to the game. Is Coeur d'Alene, can they stop Lakeland's running attack? And then for Lakeland, it's going to be, I mean, what do you start first with Coeur d'Alene's offense? Because you got obviously Kizier at quarterback. He can spin it when he gets hot. He's got a great arm. He's mobile as all get out. They look at the running game and the running attack. You know, pick your poison. What are you going to stop first?
I think you have to slow down their quarterback's scramble. I seen that really kill Sandpoint in that game. Third downs, and he would scramble for 10, 12 yards and pick up a first down to keep the drive alive. I feel like you have to slow him down, get him rattled, and that'll be the key to the game. You can get their quarterback rattled.
Yeah, I mean, and Kizier's got he's a junior. Obviously, came up from JV last year's. You know, their quarterback has since graduated, so some turnover in front of him too, with the offensive line. Had some turnover as well, so it's a really interesting, you know, turn of affairs. They've still got some burners on the outside at receiver. You know, namely, you look at Caleb Shorts, got some speed out there on the outside as well. So we'll see what the Vikings can do on the offensive side of the ball as we're about ready to kick things off and get things underway. As we're still waiting. I think we're waiting for the football. So
yes, we are.
Tonight's ball game brought to you by Mountain West Bank. And I want to thank our major advertising sponsors, Project Filter, Valleywide Cooperative, the Idaho Department of Transportation, and Idaho Department of Health and Welfare, Next Steps Idaho, and your local Toyota dealers. So Prohaska's got it teed up and ready to let it fly. Back deep to receive is Calder. And I believe it's Cornish. You got a squib kick and ball's on the ground. It's going to be picked up and go out of, nope, it's going to go out of bounds. As Cornish was looking to receive that kick, and it goes out of bounds. So Lakeland to start with decent field position here, getting the ball on the first possession of the ball game.
See how Lakeland comes out. I'm expecting a heavy dose of run here early. See what defense Coeur d'Alene comes out here early in.
Yeah, and you just look already, you can see the size differential on that front line for the Hawks. They are stout up front. There's some beef.
Yes, there is. But I think the height on Coeur d'Alene might become an issue in the game.
So I don't know what's going on, but all of a sudden they put the kicking teams back out on the field. So we're going to line up, and we're going to kick it off again. We're going to get things underway once more.
Looks like they're backing up.
I think Lakeland declined the penalty and chose the re-kick. I don't know if they can do that, but that's exactly what happened. So that is actually what's happened. They actually teeing it up at the 35-yard line now and about ready to get things underway. This is what it was when I was in high school. A nice kick there from Prohashka, and it's going to be received by Cornish. He's going to take it out to the middle of the field, back over to the hash, and he's going to get brought down around the 31-yard line, right about the 30-yard line where Lakeland's going to start on offense.
Yep, it'll be exciting. Lakeland's going to come out with a run. Let's see, I expect Coeur d'Alene to load the box here, kind of play one high safety and kind of shut down the run to start the game.
So senior Kason Lotzenheiser, the quarterback for the Hawks. Good-sized kid, too. I know that you've worked with him in the past as well, so you know he can throw the ball around a little bit, but we really focus on that Lakeland running attack.
He can definitely spin it when he needs to. We'll see if they have to tonight.
So I formation for the Lakeland Hawks. That is something I thought I would never say. They've been a wing T team forever, and that's since the Ford administration. A little counter play. Come back to the other side. Calder's got it. He's got wheels on the outside across the 50 to the 45 to the 40. Finally gets brought down out of bounds. Late hit, and I don't know if they're going to get the flag there or not, but yep, there it is. That was probably a good 10 yards out of bounds. He was finally brought down. So Thomas Calder on the kind of a little mini reverse. It was a quick counter play to the up back. He was in the slot on the right, came back across for a huge gain.
Fate got me on that one, not going to lie. Fate got me.
I was your coach, I got to tell you. Follow the guards, right?
Yeah.
Follow the guards.
Yeah. Huge first play.
So first play of the game, a huge gain and the penalty on the end of it. So that's going to put the ball at the 20-yard line.
Great first play. Great push off the line.
Yeah, it was a 40-yard, almost a 35-yard run and then the 15-yard penalty. As the snap goes to the up back, handoff again. Calder going straight ahead, runs into his own guy, breaks one tackle, and gets brought down at the 15-yard line, or just shy of the 15. Bring up 2nd down and 6.
We're seeing that heavy run attack, and right now Lakeland's winning the trenches right now. That's huge. That is huge.
Calder rushing. I mean, we haven't even seen Cornish yet. That's the problem. It's like you stop one, you got to worry about the other one as Cornish is in the backfield.
Two-headed monster back there for sure.
Calder over in the slot to the right. Tight end left. I formation for the Hawks. Lautzenheiser going to bark out the signals. Gets the snap. Handoff. Cornish straight ahead through one defender and brought down just shy of the 10. That'll bring up 3rd down and short.
So far, Lakeland is winning the line of scrimmage, really paying off here early. I'm expecting to see Coeur d'Alene try to fill those gaps, bring a little bit more blitz here, and try to slow it down. As of right now, they ain't slowing it down.
Yeah, so 3rd and 1. I mean, the playbook's wide open as far as running attack. I mean, you kind of do it at will so far.
Could see Coach using his play action, loves the waggle pass with Case in here. He's ran it a lot here in the red zone this year.
So receiver wide to the right, wide to the left. Tight end to the right, split backs in the backfield with Lautzenheiser under center. You got motion man coming across, and handoff goes straight ahead. Cornish gets the handoff. He gets across the 10, and they're going to get him in 1st down. Coeur d'Alene wears as an announcer, probably my least favorite uniform, the white uniforms with the silver numbers. That is tough to make the call on the numbers on that one.
Definitely hard to see from up here.
They wore those last year at Sandpoint, and Sandpoint wore the wolf gray with the red numbers, and it was super hard to see numbers for both sides of that in that ball game. So 1st down and goal for the Hawks. Ball just on the other side of the 10-yard line. Lautzenheiser under center. Snap, turn around. He's going to keep it, play action pass. He's rolling. And can't find anybody. He's going to scramble, and he's going to get brought down just shy of the 5. So decent gain on the scramble. Pick up about 4.
There was that play action waggle, perfectly guarded there by Coeur d'Alene.
It was.
Way to be prepared after a consistent running attack. Sometimes defense fall for the fake there, but they didn't this time.
You know, secondary for the Vikings is no slouch either. You got some decent guys back there in the secondary with Haynes, and I believe Shorts there on the far side at corner. So 3 backs in the backfield, heavy eye. Cornish dotting the back of the line. He goes through one tackle, through another. He gets slight push forward. He's going to be shy, maybe just the 2 or the 3. We'll bring up 3rd down and goal.
See Coeur d'Alene still with the 2 high safety, but everyone else is in the box for him.
So they're going to give him 2 yards on the gain. So 3rd down and goal from the 3-yard line.
Love to see some corner patterns here. Try to get those safeties. They're low in the box.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the sweep here again. See that counter play.
Well, Calder just went off the field. I don't know if they would. They do have, I don't know if he's out there. He's one of their shorter guys. He's really fast.
Shea Robertson,
yes.
Number 12. So single receiver high to each side. Play action. Pass on the slant intended for number 2. That was Ezra Benson. It was intended, and it's incomplete. The ball is going to fall to the ground, and I believe they're going to attempt the field goal here.
I worked with Ezra Benson this offseason. Really good receiver. Going to be coming out of here soon in the next couple years for him.
Nice drive, opening drive from the Lakeland Hawks, controlling things, so they're going to attempt the field goal here. Just a short one. It's about a PAT, so you're looking at just shy of 18 yards. So
got a really good field goal kicker, too.
Snaps back and just booted through, and that's good. So the Hawks take the early lead, 3-0. We're going to take a quick 30-second break and we'll be right back here on IdahoSports.com.
It can be a lot, trying to figure out how to make it, how to dream big, and to wonder, what if? Because no matter where you are in life, if you don't know what's possible in Idaho, it's hard to keep asking, what if? Which is exactly why Next Steps Idaho was created, with everything from smart tools that help you figure out careers you might be suited for, to training and education options for you. So keep asking what if at nextsteps.idaho.gov.
And we're back here as Lakeland goes down the field on the opening drive. 70 yards and ends up with a field goal. Take the early 3-0 lead on the Coeur d'Alene Vikings. That Lakeland running attack on the opening drive just absolutely dominant coming up the field. And Lakeland was able to reach something there. And we were just talking about Forsman, the kicker from Lakeland. He probably would have drained that from about 50 out. He's got a huge foot, so don't be surprised to see a touchback here on this one.
Really big leg.
You were saying he went to the Montana camp and during the break and ended up getting the outstanding kicker of the camp, that's a huge feat there because there's some kids around the area that can absolutely put a toe into it.
Yeah, nailed a 60-yarder to win that one. It was pretty impressive.
So Forsman to tee it up, and deep kick. That is going to go to the back goal line, and that's going to be a touchback. So Coeur d'Alene's going to start with the ball after the touchback. So Kizier and company going to be out here on offense for the Vikings.
Intrigued to see what they come out here doing, if they're going to go with a passing attack that was working against Sandpoint last week, or come out and try to run the ball.
You know, if they could control the line of scrimmage, Lakeland defense, though, is just absolutely scrappy and everywhere. The only thing is that they're not the biggest in the secondary. They can cover well, not the biggest in the secondary. But Lakeland's obviously been, I think they're +4 on the turnover margin so far this year. So been able to at least get a few takeaways here.
Definitely one high safety. Definitely pass the ball over top. You get an opportunity.
So under center's Kizier. He's going to hand it off to the right side to Machusik, who's going to go over the right and pick up about 4, maybe 5 on the carry on first down.
Good first carry there. Good pickup. Really opens up the playbook for Coach when you get 4 yards on your first carry there. But yeah, with one high safety, number 12, a little bit on the shorter side, but you throw some seams in there, it could get very dangerous.
Yeah. So second down, snap goes over the head of Kizier, and he's just going to plop on it. Ball still on the ground. He finally gets under it, and that's going to bring up 3rd down and a mile. A loss of 10 on the play on the exchange. And not what you wanted if you're coach right there.
And I lied. You go from the 4-yard gain to
a 10-yard loss. Well, actually, that's more than that's a 14-yard loss on the play.
Wouldn't be surprised just to see a handoff, punt the ball away.
So 3rd and 17. You got the size down here low at receiver, but See what they're able to do here. Snap goes back to Kizier. He's dropping back, pressures on, run a screen, and throws it into the dirt, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down, and punting unit's going to come out for the Vikings.
Lakeland doing their job so far. Had an outside linebacker blitz there. Came in unblocked. It was a screen pass, but well covered from the linebackers, picking up the running back, making them throw it in the dirt there.
Good pressure there, and actually the defense stayed at home. They felt the release on that screen and backed up. You actually saw the middle of that front line for the Hawks backpedal into the zone and get in the way of that play. So back to punt is the Vikings. Kind of a low roller. It's going to hit at the 45 to the 50, and it's going to stop dead right at midfield. So Lakeland's going to get the ball at the 50-yard line with a 3-0 lead here early. So 3 and out, too, by that Lakeland defense.
They're looking stout, really, really good. One good run play. I mean, drive was killed there by a bad snap, but interesting to see what the adjustments the Coeur d'Alene is going to do after that running attack was not slow down at all there. Lakeland, we know they're going to keep pounding the ball until someone can stop them.
Yeah, I mean, so you got some decent size there in the front line from Coeur d'Alene, but man, Lakeland just, I don't want to say the hog mollies up front kind of took advantage of that up in that first drive. So we'll see what they can do here. I formation, 2 receivers to the right. I formation behind the quarterback. That's Lautzenheiser. He's going to pitch it over to Cornish. He's going to try to look for the corner. Goes through one defender, through another. Finally hit and knocked out of bounds. Decent gain there on first down, gain of 5.
We're seeing that two-headed monster. First drive they went to Calder. This job they're heading out to Cornish.
I think they're going to have a competition tonight. Who's going to be able to pop the longest run? And I said to Brandon Bainey on the Prepcast a couple weeks ago, I'm like, you got to watch out for Cornish, because it seems almost every game he pops a 50-yarder, and he proved me right. Instead, he outdid himself and had 2 in that Preston game, and then had another one a week later.
Seems like a smaller guy, but runs hard. It's very hard to bring down. So
split backs behind Lautzenheiser. Motion man around the outside, handoff. Nice handoff inside to Cornish, goes straight ahead. And, you know, for a slight guy, he's only about 5'7", maybe just shy of 160 pounds. He drags a few defenders ahead and picks up the first down.
One thing I like about Lakeland's offense this year is there's so much eye candy with the in and around that comes around. There's a lot of things going on. Sometimes linebackers lose the guards and start looking at running backs.
People say, like, you know, they're like, oh, it's too simple of an offense. I'm like, no, there's motion every play. Somebody's going somewhere. There's false pulls. I mean, there's a lot of things going on as a coach. You look at it on film, and it's going to make you pull your hair out.
No doubt.
So first down at 10 for the Hawks. Lautzenheiser under center is going to turn around, hand it to Cornish straight ahead, and he's going to be brought down near the line of scrimmage, a gain of 1, maybe 2.
Good flow there from the Coeur d'Alene's linebackers coming up and making that stop right there. That's what they're going to have to continue to do if they want to win tonight.
So Lakeland's coming out of the huddle. 2 receivers tied into the left, I formation behind Lautzenheiser. Lakeland going from right to left. Play action passes. Lautzenheiser's going to roll out. He's looking for his receiver. He's got a defender and brought down for the sack on the play. Got to get a number on that one. That might be Machusik on the sack there. That is. Maddox Machusik on the tackle. He's got the sack on Lautzenheiser.
Yeah, and this comes to my point in the beginning of the game. If you get Lakeland behind the sticks, I mean, they'll still try to run every once in a while, but it has to stop at some point. 3rd and 13 is not really a run down, and there isn't many pass plays I've noticed in that offense.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see what they can pull out here, as they got, you know, some speed, but not the biggest receivers in the world out there. But
maybe they throw that throwback pass that scored twice against Lake City a couple weeks ago, and maybe they throw that out here against Coeur d'Alene.
You know, they're across midfield. It's definitely, I could say you could give away 4-down territory. I formation, power I to the left, and it'll be play action as Lautzenheiser spins it out the left side. Calder's wide open in the flat, throws the brakes on, spin move, gets another 5 yards and goes out of bounds at the 15-yard line. No flags on the play. Huge gain there. That was a pickup of, 23 on the play? 24? No, 26 on the play.
Yeah, very, very good play there from Kason Lautenheiser. Felt the pressure come off the end there and just jumped it off to his running back, and Thomas Calder did the rest. There we go. We're just seeing this two-headed monster get the ball over and over again, whether it's running, passing. That's who they're going to.
That's, a 5-yard out route coming out of the backfield is as good as a run play. I mean, it's technically, you could think of it in that way. It's just, you're thrown within 5 yards line of scrimmage, but a great throw by Lautenheiser, just throws an absolute dart. So single back coming. The old throwback look to the semi-T formation. He got spread out there, slings it out to the left to Benson. Dodges one defender, goes into the end zone. Touchdown, Lakeland. Just like that, the Hawks come down on the 3 and out and get the touchdown, coming back the other way on the short field.
Really impressive there. Great route from Ezra Benson. Put on the brakes on that curl route. Corner thought he was going deep and put a move on him and gets in the end zone. He's only, I believe, a junior this year.
Ezra Benson would be a sophomore.
Sophomore. I worked out with him this summer. He broke his hand earlier this summer, and he's been working real hard this offseason. Lakeland has a guy out there that's going to develop for sure.
So Benson, the 15-yard touchdown reception, and the extra point attempt is up and way good. So Lakeland goes out to the early 10-0 lead on the Vikings. See if the Vikings can recoup and kind of show back up here on offense after a stagnant first drive.
Lakeland looking very impressive, winning the trenches, making the plays when they need to. Huge third down conversion. Coeur Lane could have maybe got off the field there, but Thomas Calder leaked out. We're seeing a pretty balanced attack here from Lakeland, and it's something I don't think Coeur Lane was quite expecting.
Yeah, you saw the passing game is effective there. Back-to-back passing plays we haven't seen so far in the ballgame from Lakeland. Come down the field, get the touchdown on the nice little pattern there from Benson, and that was just a quick little 5-yard hitch, and he just did all the work.
That's all it is. Get that ball out quick and let your playmakers make plays, and so far it's worked out for Lakeland.
Yeah, 2 completions in the ballgame so far for Lautenheiser. He's got a touchdown on one of them. So, in fact, you don't have to do it much. You just got to be effective, right?
That's how it's been all year. 9 to 11 passes a game, but he's had, I think, 8 or 9 touchdown passes this year.
It's like, what they say in, it's like Novocaine. Just keep giving it to him. You'll eventually deaden him. So, the running game, and then all of a sudden the passing game shows up as Forsman's got it teed up and just absolutely drives into one and kicks it out of the back of the end zone by about 5 yards. So Coeur d'Alene's going to start with the ball at the 20-yard line to start after the touchback.
It's like the Remember the Titans.
Exactly. Remember the Titans is what I was thinking of.
Only like 4 plays. That's all we need.
That's all we need. We'll stop it. We'll tell you what we're doing.
Interested to see what Coeur d'Alene comes out and do. Drive that wasn't great off a bad snap. Interested to see how they regroup after a touchdown from Lakeland.
So Coeur d'Alene comes out. Bunch receivers to the left, single receiver wide to the right. Kizier, the quarterback, in the pistol. He's going to turn around and hand it to Machuzik. Goes over the left side through one defender. Nice run there. Pick up about 11 on first down. He's going to get another first down for the Vikings.
Good first down run there. So far, running attacks work for Coeur d'Alene. Thinking they're going to stick to it for sure.
They're finding something over that left side, too. So they ran to the strength of the receivers there on that bunch set. Machuzik got the corner and took off.
I'll tell you what, Lakeland's offensive line is huge, but their defensive line does not look as huge as their offensive line does.
That's one thing that they wanted to try to do was platoon a little bit more as Coeur d'Alene shifts the bunch formation to the right. Kizier going to drop back to pass. He's looking for a receiver. Good coverage downfield, finds a guy and throws it just behind the intended receiver and falls incomplete. Bring up second down and 10 from the 30.
Went right back to the passing attack there, trying to get Kizier going, maybe start some little short game here. As we see Lakeland's corners playing about 5, 6, 7 yards off the ball. Maybe get him a quick pass going just to get his confidence up here early.
I believe that pass was intended for Haynes, if I can see the numbers correctly. I've got glasses, but they're not that good. Bunch to the right, under center. Going to be pitch play out to the right side. Machuzik trying to get to the corner, and he's met behind the line of scrimmage and dropped. Guess who? Thomas Calder back there, as well as number 68. That is Burcham on the tackle out of his linebacker position for the Hawks.
Thomas Calder can fly.
We know that. Him and corner. That 4x1 team, we talked about them last spring, but man, they could do big things this spring too. There's some speed on this Lakeland team.
Thomas coming all the way from the right side of the field, making a tackle for loss.
So spread formation for the Vikings because you're in the pistol. He's going to drop back, looks, he's going to roll to his left, looking for an intended receiver, finds one, and in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, and incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th down. What looked to be a promising start. Another, stall drive.
Yep, 1 first down and then 3 plays and they're out again.
Coeur d'Alene's not careful. Lakeland's going to start running away with this early. Vikings going to need a stop on defense.
Definitely, no doubt they're going to need to stop here. 17-0. It's not over, but it's a hard feat to come back with, especially with this running attack. A lot of time comes off the clock with Lakeland.
Ball control, you're playing defense with your offense at that point. Snap goes back, low snap can be grabbed by the punter, decent kick gets over the 50, and it's going to roll and drop at the 37-yard line is where Lakeland's going to start, their own 37.
We're seeing field position be huge here early. Lakeland has started every drive above the 30-yard line here today, and that's huge when we talk about football.
Yeah, I mean, field position's everything, especially with the dominant running attack. The further back you start, if you're able to gain yards, that's just more time coming off the clock running the ball. So, Lautzenheiser and company going to come back out. He's going to be the signal caller here for the Lakeland Hawks. The ranked Lakeland Hawks. I'm sure that they appreciate me throwing the extra love out there. As you got 2 receivers to the far right. Single or I formation behind Lautzenheiser. It's Cornish in the backfield. Handoff Cornish straight ahead. And man, he just hits the hole with a head of steam and picks up an almost 5 on the carry.
Good first carry there. Keeps him above the sticks. 2nd and 5. Whole playbook's open. Wouldn't be surprised here if they threw the reverse. Try to see if Coeur d'Alene's not focused. I mean, other than that, maybe just keep pounding up the middle. It's worked so far. I mean, why stop?
Coeur d'Alene yet to complete a pass in this ballgame.
Huge.
On offense.
I'd also wonder if Coeur d'Alene's going to adjust down to 1 safety. They've been playing this 2 safety look all game so far.
Throw an extra defender in the box if they wanted to adjust. As motion man coming across, it's going to be a handoff to the sweep coming around the end, gets the corner, through one man, the speedster coming around the corner. That was number 12, Saputski with the carry. Saputski is just absolute speedster coming around that edge.
There's that reverse I talked about. Got Coeur d'Alene lacking there, trying to stop the middle run, and there it goes. Big gain for him.
Huge gain on the carry. He gets him across to the 40-yard line on the other side. That was a pickup of almost 20 on the carry.
Yeah, I got to watch Lakeland that Thursday night when they played Preston. I'm very impressed with how balanced the play calling is.
So Lautzenheiser under center, 2 backs split behind him. Receiver Saputski coming across again. Handoff to corner, actually to Calder right in the hole. He's met and brought down short gain of maybe 1.5 yards. Tackled by number 26, Jaden Brown.
Good stop there.
I believe.
Yeah, I believe you're right on that one. Yeah. Good tackle there, and we're starting to see that 2-high safety kind of turn into a hybrid 2-high safety. They're playing them within 5 yards line of scrimmage, almost as linebackers.
Kind of rolling up almost a true strong safety into the box. So tight end to the right, receiver to the right. You got a single back in the backfield, 2 tights with a slot. Pass over to the left side, completed by Lautzenheiser, and he finds his receiver. That was Kunkler with the reception. Nice gain there on the play, and it's going to bring up a first down again for the Lakeland Hawks.
There it is again.
Gain of 11.
There it is again. I mean, Coeur d'Alene's playing off. Why not take what they're giving you? Take that curl route until they start playing up and press. It's going to be their all game here for Kaysen.
Yeah, that was actually a gain of 12 on the play. So bring up first down and 10. Here we go again. The Hawks are coming back up the field.
This is definitely the most I've seen Lakeland pass all year.
So Lautzenheiser under center, I formation behind him. He's going to pitch it out to Calder. Or sorry, that's Cornish trying to get the corner. He's going to get knocked out of bounds. He gets just across the line of scrimmage. Nice play there by number 14, Jesse Brown, out of the defensive back position.
We see Lakeland likes to go to the left a lot, even with the short side of the field, give the toss to the left, and just ran out of real estate there.
There may be a reason for that. That may be who's on the left side of that offensive line. Look at number 79, Preston Jeffs. I mean, he's pushing 3 bills, and he's you want to talk about guys that fit your prototypical, offensive line position. That's your cat right there. As you got I formation behind Lautzenheiser. 2 receivers far to the right. He's going to roll out to pass. Looking for his receiver. He finds a man out there to the right. That's Benson, who gets the gain, and he's going to be knocked. See where they give him for forward progress.
Great ball there from Kaysen, right on time, the comeback route.
He may have had an extra 2-3 yards on that play that they didn't give him forward progress on, so they're going to third down short. They're going to only give him a gain of 3 on that.
3rd down and 5. Wouldn't be surprised to see that you hand the ball off to Cornish here. I mean, even if you don't get it, you have an excellent field goal kicker, as we talked about earlier. Man has a leg.
So we've had 5 pass attempts, 4 completions for Lautzenheiser so far in this ballgame.
Very efficient, and I think it's honestly surprised Coeur d'Alene as when you watch. He only throws
They saw something on film. I mean, we knew Coeur d'Alene's front seven's good, but 57 seconds left here in the first quarter of play. I formation behind Lautzenheiser. He's going to turn and hand it Cornish over the right side through one defender, trying to get the corner. Can't get it, nothing doing. And he's going to be stopped shy, maybe a gain of a yard. So to bring up 4th down and 3.
Offense staying on the field here so far.
I mean, you've got a kicker that could easily drain this.
I mean, as a
clock continues to tick, and they're going to think about it. I think they're going to take the quarter or a timeout. We'll see.
Timeout here from Lakeland.
Timeout. So we're going to thank some of our sponsors. I want to thank Cornerstone Insurance Northwest, located in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. It's a locally owned independent insurance brokerage specializing in all forms of insurance, from home, auto, commercial, and everything in between. Offering over 40 carriers to meet your personal business needs. Licensed in Idaho, Washington, Montana, and Oregon. For a free quote or more information, give Ryan a call, 208-413-4536. Proud supporters of academics and athletics in North Idaho. If you want to join our team here at IdahoSports.com, we're always looking for people, especially camera guys. Right? If you want to join our team and do what we do, we're looking for photographers, camera people, engineers, producers, sales staff, for advertising. You can get a hold of Paul at editor@IdahoSports.com for more information and to join our team. So what's the play call here, Coach? Well, I'm the coach, but yeah, you know what I mean. You're the QB, right? I gave you the keys of the car. What are you calling here?
Right here, I'm calling that play that Thomas got the 5-yard out earlier. It's an extension of the run game, easy completion. Give it to your playmaker quick, and if not, if they overcover, you have Ezra Benson out here that's going to be on that corner route.
Especially the wide boundary here on the near side of the field.
Maybe quick slant with how far in the safeties are playing in the box.
So corner's only off at like 3 yards. He's going to bail out now. He got a quick toss to the far side. You're going to see if you get your speedster Calder to get the corner. Goes through one defender across the 15. He's going to be just shy of the line to gain. So Coeur d'Alene gets the stop on 4th down.
Huge play call there from Coach, not putting your kicker out there, putting you up 13-10. And huge thing is here is Coeur d'Alene has had kicking issues early in the year. You put it 13-10, they miss an extra point. You never know what happens.
Yep. I mean, he could have made it a 3-possession ball game right there, and things get really interesting in the playbook for just 1 quarter going into halftime, the second half of play. So 16 seconds left here in the first.
Huge stop there for Coeur d'Alene, though. Hopefully maybe he'll get him some momentum here. Like you said, no completions yet. I think you need to rely on that run game right now. It looks like Kaiser's a little uncomfortable here at the start of the game.
You know, maybe hit your running back in space. Just get a swing pass or something. Get some momentum moving. See if you can get your running back coming out of the backfield on a short route here. Kaiser coming out. He's going to pass. Finally gets a reception there on the near side. Gain of 5 on 1st down.
Waiting for him to call that play. We see Lakeland's defenders playing 8 yards off the box. You'll have that 5-yard curl all night until they start jumping it, and then you hit them with the curl and go, and you really have a chance there to make a play.
Colton Farrar with the reception and the 4-yard gain on the 1st down, just shy of 5. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter of play. Lakeland has a 10-0 lead on the Vikings. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back here on IdahoSports.com.
High school sports teams are known for their unity. No matter what's happening on the field, they stick together. Players, coaches, students, parents. One big family. That's why Mountain West Bank is so proud to sponsor Idaho high school sports. Today, tomorrow, together.
A hit in the morning, another between class, after school, and more before bed. Vaping sucks you in quick. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems everyone's talking about. That's why thousands of teens are ready to take back their life their own way with My Life, My Quit. When you sign up with us, you'll get a free and simple quit plan that makes it easier to stop vaping. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text Start My Quit to 3.
You can't make summer stand still. So make the most of every last second with a new Toyota at Toyota's National Sales Event.
During Toyota's National Sales Event, discover our wide variety of fuel-efficient electrified vehicles. Toyota, let's go places.
And we're back here at Lakeland High School as the Lakeland Hawks have the 10-0 lead over the Coeur d'Alene Vikings. I don't know if our camera just froze or not, but I see a frozen feed. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't, but we'll roll with it, see if it catches up on the buffering maybe. As Kizier is going to be in the pistol, hands off, straight ahead. Matusik spin move and gets brought down by the front of his jersey. So a gain there on second down of 4, bringing up third and short.
Third and short. I think you go back to that curl on the outside. I mean, Lakeland are playing 8 yards off the ball here. I'm going back to that curl, putting it in your quarterback's hands.
So false start. I think they're getting encroachment on the defense there as Coeur d'Alene went up to the line of scrimmage and drew Lakeland off sides.
Only Coeur d'Alene's second first down of the game. See if they can keep this momentum going after a huge stop down there in the red zone.
So first down at 10. Just the second first down of the game for the Vikings. Handoff. Actually, it's a keeper by Kizier. Goes straight ahead, and he's going to pick up about 4, maybe 5 yards on the carry.
There's his legs we haven't seen all night. Excited to keep him going. He can really get running when he gets outside, and he can make some plays for this Coeur d'Alene team.
So Kizier in the pistol. Single back behind him is Matusik. He's going to motion out to the right. Drop back, pass. And finds his receiver. Quick little, kind of a little slant pattern going inside. Goes through one defender, back through another. And gets down to the 35-yard line. Longest play of the night so far. Nice gain there from Cooper Erickson on second down.
Huge play there. Great play call. And we're seeing that one high safety here from Lakeland still. He had the seam over the top. Wouldn't be surprised to see Coeur d'Alene go back to that play here at some later point in the game.
So a gain of 23. Just the second completion of the game so far for the Vikings is receiver in motion to the right. Because you're going to roll out. He's going to throw to that receiver and going to be brought down just shy, maybe a 3-yard gain on the play. That was Clute on the reception. I like it though, getting some confidence built in your quarterback there. You had some struggles there in the first couple drives, and now he's able to get things rolling.
And watching these plays, he is having the over the top. I bet you that's something Coach talks to him about when he gets on the bench. He had the corner route there, and he had the seam on the last play. Definitely have some big hitters open when they want to take them.
So Machusik's in motion out to the left, pass back to the right on the bubble screen. Finds Farrar. He's going to be off to the races down the right sideline. Hurdles to the guy into the end zone. Touchdown, Coeur d'Alene. Vikings are on the board. 30-yard reception for a touchdown.
We've seen that running back motion, and it brought out some of those linebackers that fly around for Lakeland and opened up that right side on the throwback was there, and just great play there.
So Coeur d'Alene finally on the board now as we wait the PAT.
Kicking issues have been a thing here for Coeur d'Alene. Interested to see if they can put this PAT in. These points are huge in high school.
Excellent effort by the receiver, Farrar, to get that touchdown. Going through one defender and hurdling another. It was on the ground and ended up getting the score. Kick is up and knocked through. 10-7 the ball game now. Things get interesting there. You didn't take the points the last time down the field. They went for it on fourth down and short. Easy field goal range. And makes for an interesting ball game now.
Yes, it does. Sitting with that if they make that field goal, you're sitting with a 6-point lead. Now it's only 3.
You know, the thing is, though, too, is that if, say they have the field goal and take the points off the board and they got the kick, Coeur d'Alene got the ball in the same field position regardless. So they're going to do the ball at the 20, whether it was stopped on fourth down or was on a kickoff and a touchback through the end zone. But Coeur d'Alene able to put together a really nice drive there and get the touchdown.
Only thing with not taking the kick is when a Coeur d'Alene gets a stop there in 4th down, it brings life to that sideline. It kind of shifts the momentum, as Lakeland has had it for most of the game. But we could see a shift here with that touchdown here from Coeur d'Alene. You see the confidence in the pass game grow, and we'll see how Lakeland's offense responds.
Calder and Cornish are going to say, not yet, right? They're going to come back out here and they want to have something to say about that. Is this, we saw the game last year where Coeur d'Alene put the bootstraps to the Lakeland Hawks. So a little revenge here. Lakeland, the scrappy 4A team, looking to get the victory. Something that Sandpoint couldn't quite do last year, the year before, or this year or last year. So Lakeland trying to make a statement in this ballgame as they got the early lead, but Coeur d'Alene able to put together that drive. Toe put into it, and it's going to go over the head of Cornish and out of the end zone. So Lakeland going to start with the ball at the 20-yard line here on offense. So first down to 10 for the Hawks.
Going to see another heavy dose of the run game here from the two-headed monster, Cornish and Calder. But we've seen a good passing attack mixed in. It's kept Coeur d'Alene on their toes. They don't know what's coming right now. It's
They've
great
got to
play
respect
calling.
it. Yeah, it's making Coeur d'Alene respect what they're doing on offense. You got two receivers out to the left, tied in to the right, two-back formation behind Lautzenheiser, barking out the signals, turnaround handoff, Cornish over to the left side, trying to get the corner. He does, and he gets a gain of 7 on the play on first down. Might just go 6 on the play, but
Still a good first down carry there. Keeps your playbook manageable with how Lakeland likes to run the ball. If they keep getting 6 yards a carry, they don't have to open up their playbook at all. They can stick right with what they're running.
so shrinks the playbook. I mean, it expands your playbook. Your second down is short. You can call a lot of things, so you might be able to take a shot on a play action here and go right down the seam, maybe on a
I was just
either hit the corner pattern or you could hit the post with the tight end off the backside. So
I was just thinking that, especially with how low Coeur d'Alene safeties are.
Sputski coming across in motion, get a handoff on the crisscross. Calder coming over the other side. He goes across the line to gain the 30 down to the 31, picks up the first down. Gain of 5 on the play.
And these two backs from Lakeland, they are not going to dance. They're going to take it to you every play. And that tires the defense, and they're not the biggest guys, but they're going to bring it every time.
Coeur d'Alene's strength, I think, on the defensive front is going to be their pass rush. That's where they make hay, is they're able to pressure the quarterback on the passing game. That's what we saw them do against Sandpoint. They got a lot of hits on Parker Pettit. And, this ballgame, leans so far, it's been leaning to the Lakeland side, but we'll see. Coeur d'Alene can change things maybe at halftime and make a few adjustments up front, see if they can stop that running attack. And I think Lautzenheiser's going to take a timeout, talk things over. Didn't like what he saw up there up front, but 8:54 left to play here in the second quarter.
We see with that, what you were saying with the Coeur d'Alene pass rush, the best way to negate a pass rush is with the run because they have to stay honest. And so far, that's what's worked out. They've been able to run, and it's led to them getting these quick passes out that have turned into big gains here for Lakeland.
Yeah, IdahoSports.com does a lot more than just broadcasting. You can check our website for updated scores, schedules, standings, polls, action photos, galleries, written content from every corner of the state, including our weekly prepcast. You can get live up-to-date scores from around the state on the Friday Night Flash. One of the coolest things in the state of Idaho. If you've never checked it out, go to IdahoSports.com. Hit the Friday Night Flash button. You can check scores from anywhere in the state of Idaho, and they are updated continuously throughout the ball games on Friday nights. Well, Thursdays now, too, as we've been seeing more Thursday and Saturday games even. Saputski coming across in motion. Little double reverse going the other way. Calder trying to hit the corner. Goes through one defender, through another. 5-yard gain. Turns it into almost a first down. A little razzle-dazzle there on the play call.
Maybe that's why they call the timeout. Make sure they would have that set up all right. No, you don't want to fumble there, so call a timeout. Get it all set up right. Get your team ready. And turned out to be a good game for them.
Yeah, pickup of 9 there on first down.
And we're seeing a Coeur d'Alene defense on their toes. They don't know what's coming. There's been the outside run, the inside run, and the pass game that's just been working so far. Interested to see what they can do here to slow it down.
A little sleight of hand by the Lakeland Hawks as they've been kind of doing that the nesting doll trick where it's like one side inside another guy, and yeah, it's been working out for Lakeland. trying to make Coeur d'Alene follow the ball. As the handoff goes to Cornish straight ahead. He's got the first down and then some across the 45 to the 40, just shy of the 46. First down to 10 for Lakeland. Nice rush there.
Big fellas for Lakeland winning the game right now. One of our key points we were talking about at the end of the game was trenches. Who's going to win? And right now, Lakeland is driving them off the ball. And even with those safeties coming up, there's just not enough in the box right now to keep them from getting 5 yards, which is really impressive.
You know, it's like Coeur d'Alene. What are they going to do? Put all 12 in the box? Lakeland's basically daring them. Or put all 11 in the box, and Coeur d'Alene's asking for an extra guy.
Yeah. And we see with this I formation, they're lining these receivers up wide and is keeping the safeties from coming in and playing help in the box, which is huge.
So now you got Benson wide to the right, the receiver. He's way out to the numbers. The ball's on the left hash. Lautzenheiser under center. I formation behind him. And nice little crisscross counter action. Calder coming over left side. First down, then some. He's got the corner. 40 to the 35. Swarmed under. Nice gain there. And a pickup of, call it 21 on the carry from Thomas Calder.
That play is so hard to read for a defense. As you see those guards, they're pulling around. And that's your keys as a linebacker, is read those guards. But then all of a sudden you have Thomas coming in with the crisscross, and there it is, 20-yard gain.
You follow the guards on that play, you're going the wrong direction because that's a naked pull the backside from the center. No way he went.
Like you were saying, a tough read when you're watching film for coaches. What do you do? What do you do?
Nice offensive output from Lakeland so far in this ballgame as Lautzenheiser under center, first down and 10, ball just across the 35-yard line. He's going to turn around, play action pass. He's rolling. He's got a receiver wide open down the middle of the field, and he gets brought down for the sack. Nice sack there by number 8. That was Whitby, the tackle, the linebacker for the Vikings. Loss of 2 on the play. Man, if Whitby did not make that tackle to the backside of that play, that post pattern was wide open.
It's going to be there, especially with those safeties playing down in the box, trying to stop the run. You're going to have that over the top. It just depends. Like you said, that pass rush for Coeur d'Alene is their strength. Depends if you're going to be able to manage enough time there for him to get it over the top.
Yeah, Kukler was the one that was on the post route, and he was coming off the backside of that tight receiver position, and he would have. That was taillights on that one if Lautzenheiser finds him. I formation behind Lautzenheiser. Tight end to the right, receiver to the right. Single receiver set up top is Benson. Handoff Cornish around the corner through one defender. He's got him by the coattails, drags him across upfield, and gets back maybe to the original line of scrimmage.
3rd and long here. We seen last time they were in a 3rd and long situation. Ran that little 5-yard out there with Thomas, and he turned it into a 12-yard gain for a first down. Be interested to see what they call.
Yeah, and it's 4 down. I mean, you're in 4 down territory for sure. You're at the 35-yard, just shy of the 35-yard line.
No shot of kick, though, you don't think, right?
No, I don't think you're going to kick it here, but I think that you could definitely take a couple shots here. Cut it in half. You know, who knows? You maybe pick up the first down, but cut it in half. 5 minutes to play here in the first half. So you got 2 receivers wide to the left, Benson and Calder. Cornish, the I-back, behind the fullback. Pass out to the flat. Nice little swing to Calder. Goes through one guy. And just did just that. He cut it in half. Picks up 6 on the reception.
And we're seeing with that defense, I see what the offensive coordinator here for Lakeland is seeing. With their safeties playing in the box, the corners have to play off to respect the deep pass there.
That's not what you want to see. Calder is on the ground right now with an injury. Hopefully it's just a cramp, but he looks to be in a little bit of pain right now.
Could be a huge loss. Can't really tell. Looks like maybe a cramp. It might be worse. He looks like he's in a lot of pain.
He took the low shot there on the reception and hoping for the best for the young fellas. He's been the senior for the Hawks has been an absolute stalwart on offense for this team. Him and Cornish have been pretty much the production for both teams.
On defense too, he's been flying around making plays all night. This could be a huge loss. Hopefully he's all right, but this could be a huge loss.
As Coeur d'Alene's taking a knee with their helmets off, and you got on the far side there Thomas Calder on the field. So 4:34 left to play here. Lakeland still at the 10-7 lead.
On his feet.
You know, Saputsky obviously has shown some speed coming around. He can probably play that slot position just as well as Calder. I mean, Calder's a great runner too, but Calder's going to be limping back to his sideline. Hopefully we'll see him back in the ball game. He's not taking any assistance to get off the field just yet, so hopefully there may have been.
He's one tough cookie. Oh, and there's the assistance right there, but he is one tough man, I'll tell you that much. If he can play, he'll be back out there for sure, there's no doubt.
So Lakeland on offense, as Calder still hasn't come off the field yet, so they're still holding things up. 4th down. They'll call it 6. It might be, it's a long 6, maybe 7. I formation behind the quarterback, Lautzenheiser. He's going to roll out to his right. He's going to have pressure in his face, lets it fly down the middle of the field, looking for his receiver, throws it over his head, and it's going to be a turnover on downs. So Lakeland once again has ball in the red zone. Can't get any points out of it. Second straight possession. Coeur d'Alene comes up with a big stop on defense.
Huge stop there, and again, we're going to go back to that field goal call early in the game. Is that going to be the big difference maker? Because like we said, we've seen Coeur d'Alene with a little bit of momentum boost after getting that stop, and it really can change the momentum of a game. And is that going to be the big call that might come back to bite Lakeland later on in the game? I guess we'll find out.
So Coeur d'Alene takes over with the ball on the 30-yard line. You're going to get 2 receivers out to the left, single receiver out to the right. Actually, you got to split out to the right as well. Single back behind Kizier. He's going to slide to the right. That's Machusic. Almost a rough snap as Kizier gets it. He's going to drop back. He's looking for a receiver. He throws it to his running back over there on the right side. That's Machusic. 8-yard gain there on first down.
We're seeing Coeur d'Alene get their playmaker of a quarterback outside the pocket. He can use his legs, and it brings a second threat, because if Lakeland doesn't have a quarterback spot, he can take it and run for 10 yards.
So Burcham on the tackle for the Hawks there. Second down is short now. The world is your oyster if you're Coeur d'Alene as far as play calling here. As Kizier's going to drop back, pressure coming, screen out to the right side, in and out of the hands of the running back, Machusic, who had nothing but green grass in front of him.
Might have been a touchdown on that play. Great blocking out here from this receiver. And like you said, there was nothing but daylight for that man.
Kohal, the receiver out to the left, had an amazing, he had the edge sealed. And then you had the convoy out in front of the running back, Machusic. So third down and short now for Coeur d'Alene.
Expecting to run here. Give it to number 21 and let him go up the middle here. Try to get a first down here on third and short.
Under center is Kizier. He might go straight ahead or try to draw some offsides. They're going to switch up the play call. They just tried to see if they could get the defense to jump, and they didn't. And then we might get a timeout. And that is the call. Timeout by the Coeur d'Alene. So we'll do the same thing. We'll take a quick 30-second break. We'll be right back here in Rathdrum here on IdahoSports.com.
It can be a lot, trying to figure out how to make it, how to dream big, and to wonder, what if? Because no matter where you are in life, if you don't know what's possible in Idaho, it's hard to keep asking, what if? Which is exactly why Next Steps Idaho was created, with everything from smart tools that help you figure out careers you might be suited for, to training and education options for you. So keep asking what if at nextsteps.idaho.gov.
We are awaiting this third down and 2 with 3:57 left to play here in the second quarter, just before halftime. As Coeur d'Alene's got the ball, Kizier under center. He's going to turn around, hand off Machusic over the right side. He's got the first down and then some. Big carry and then swarmed out of bounds just across midfield down to the 49. Big play there. Pickup of, we'll call it 12 on the carry.
Big run there. Big third down conversion from Coeur d'Alene right there. And here they go. They're driving again.
So first down at 10. Coeur d'Alene has the ball. Sorry, they're going to have him out of bounds at the 45, so they're going to take a few off, but he still had enough for the first down.
Another timeout here for Coeur d'Alene could come huge here as we're reaching the end of the half. Only one timeout left here in the quarter.
So that was only a 7-yard gain. So we'll take a quick timeout. We'll be right back here at Lakeland here on IdahoSports.com.
Because you already give them something money can't buy. We'll help with everything else, no matter what life holds. Mountain West Bank. Today, tomorrow, together.
So we're back, and timeout here from the Vikings. 10-7 Lakeland with the lead. 3:48 left to play here in the second quarter. Big news in the ballgame, though, is the loss of Thomas Calder, the injury for the Lakeland Hawks. Who's Calder in the ballgame is approaching. He's well over 70 yards of rushing right now in the ballgame. You throw in his receptions, he's over 100 total yards of offense. He's on the bench right now for the Hawks. So first down and 10 for the Vikings. And a little inside handoff draw play from Machusic. He's going to go straight ahead, and he's going to pick up just about 11 on the carry. Be good enough for a first down.
Running offense starting to go here as we've seen Coeur d'Alene's passing offense get going, and it's starting to open up the run for them.
So Maddox Machusic doing a pretty good job for the Vikings, carrying the load.
Got a Viking down on the field here. Cannot see who it is yet.
Apologize for our video issues right now. We're locked up, but we still got audio.
Starting running back for Coeur d'Alene was injured there as he's hobbling off the field right now.
Is that Machusic?
Yes, it is.
So we've got a change in running back. Can't see the number there. I think that's 36. Or is that 26? Jaden Brown, the running back there in the backfield. Ooh, big hit on the play as Kizier gets it on the dime, puts it on the screws to his receiver, Farrar. Kizier planted in the backfield on the blitz. But the big reception there by Farrar. We'll see if they get the first down there. Oh, they're going to say incomplete pass.
Wow.
And then an illegal procedure by the Vikings, so that'll be a loss of 5.
Big change of events there.
It's a big change. You go from a gain of 10 to an incomplete, then to no, never mind, you're going to lose 5 too.
We're seeing that bootleg pass really work for Kizier right now. He's really comfortable rolling out to the right. Wouldn't we try to see if Lakeland brings some pressure off to that right side and see if they can slow that down.
So snap goes back, quarterback pass out to the right side. He's got Farrar again, gain of 5. So being a third down and long. Or is that second down and long? I don't know. They have the down marker off.
Second down and long, yep. We're seeing both teams
We're
use
all
that.
over the place.
Yes, we are.
We had to switch locations before we even started the broadcast. So we're here. Second down and long. Kizier going to drop back. He's looking for a seat. Long pass out to the left. Beautiful ball there. And reception picked up across the 30 down to the 28-yard line. Nice pitch and catch. He hits his receiver, Drew Clute.
I'll tell you what, that quarterback has some more strength making that out throw all the way from the right hash to the left. That is an impressive throw.
That was a dime out there to Clute. So they're going to make a first down at 10 now. Ball just crossed the 30-yard line. 3:04 left to play here in the second. Coeur d'Alene's waiting for the play call to come off the sideline. Snap goes back, handoff straight ahead. Goes to the running back. That was Wheeler, goes across the right side, dodges another tackler, goes into the end zone. Touchdown Vikings.
We're seeing a Coeur d'Alene team here start build some confidence to put together 2 drives. Now led a touchdown. 2:54 left. Doesn't really play in the Lakeland Hawks' favor as they're a heavy run team. So interesting to see what they come out here and we wait on this PAT.
So Cruz Wheeler with the 28-yard touchdown run. In for the injured Machusic, and then the extra point attempt is up and good. So just like that, the Vikings got the 14-10 lead. That would be a huge turn of fortune for the Hawks there if they get Calder back in the ballgame.
But we do see Coeur d'Alene here with the momentum. We're going to have to see this Lakeland offense, who's been able to drive but has been shut down on the other side of the 50, really start to pick it up here if they want to build some momentum going to halftime.
Yeah, they've been the bridesmaid on the last 2 drives, being able to get down close but can't get it in the end zone as the kick goes through and out the back of the end zone on the touchback. So Lakeland going to start with the ball at the 20-yard line. So touchback on the play. So here comes Lautzenheiser and company back out on the field. Calder in the backfield. I do not see Calder yet, but he's grabbing his helmet. We'll see if...
Looks like he's about to get taped up.
So that's exactly, they put Saputsky in the position of Calder to take that slot position away. You got Cornish in the backfield, and going to be turnaround handoff. Cornish going straight ahead through one defender, through another. He is so dang quick. Goes straight ahead, 10-yard carry on first down. That's going to be a big gain there, and another first down for the Lakeland Hawks.
Huge first game, and the run attack has worked. It's worked very well for Lakeland tonight. They've just been shut down a couple times on the other side of the 50.
Yep.
And I think they're honestly just killing themselves here a little bit.
So 1st and 10, 2:37 left to play here in the second quarter. You got 2 receivers out to the right, Benson and Saputsky. 2 tight ends in the ball game with I formation behind Lautzenheiser. He's going to get the snap, turnaround handoff, Cornish going ahead. Gets the corner, through one defender, across the 35, out of bounds. Runs right through the DB of the Coeur d'Alene Vikings, who the one to make the tackle on the sideline. He instead took a seat. Got put on his wall at a 6-yard carry from Cornish.
Number 22 is looking a little shaky there after that hit.
That was a big truck right there by Cornish coming around the corner as we approach 1:30 left to play here in the first half.
And he's on the ground now.
Yeah, his shoulder, he might have got a stinger on that one. So we got a timeout on the field. So, I mean, we'll have stats at halftime, at least rushing and receiving stats. It's been, we're doing double duty. If you don't know what's going on behind the scenes, we've got Brandon, who's my color commentator, running camera, and myself, who's trying to do some stats, at least offensively, and obviously call the game. Is glad to see the Coeur d'Alene player make his way off the field under his own power.
Yeah. Still no Calder yet, but he looks like he's progressing towards maybe getting back in the game here.
One thing you don't want to see is halftime, and then you see whatever injury he had maybe stiffen up a little bit too. So going to have to keep an eye on things as Lakeland's going to come out set. 2nd down at 5, 1:40 and the clock is ticking. 2 backs in the backfield behind Lautzenheiser, who's under center. Saputsky in motion. Handoff straight ahead. Cornish hits Jets. Through one defender, through another. He's got open field. Across the 35 to the 40. Sorry, the 40 to the 35. He's out of bounds. Big carry. He goes 35 to the opposite 32. So a gain of 32 on the carry.
That's I like that play call right there. It looks like it's a pitch to the outside man coming around the end around, but it's actually a pitch right to Cornish coming right underneath.
Nice little kind of inside handoff on the fake coming around on the end around. So big carry there by Cornish and the big first down. Keep feeding the senior. 1:18 left here in the first half. Lakeland driving. Cornish again on the carry, goes straight ahead. He's going to be swarmed under, but gets a little gain on the play. He's going to pick up a couple. Bring up 2nd down and 8 with just under a minute to play.
Time's ticking, and Lakeland doesn't like they have any sense of urgency with the time taken down right now.
Yeah, 1 timeout left for each team. I think they might be saving it to maybe take a field goal attempt if they get forced in that position. So 2nd down and 8, 50 seconds to play. Lautzenheiser under center. Drop back to pass. Tipped at the line of scrimmage. He had a man. Didn't have his head around either, so I think that was going to be an incompletion no matter what happened there, but nice tip by the defensive end on the right side. That was Camden DeGraw with the tip.
3rd down and 8 here. We're going to see, more than likely see a pass here. Maybe you just run the ball here and kick a field goal. I mean, you have a great field goal kicker back there. Maybe you try to put it in the middle of the field and give him a chance.
That's a good call there. I think that's a safe play there. That'd be a decent field goal, boot, though. It'd be well over 45 yards. So we'll see what they do as you got Saputski coming in motion. He's going to get the handoff, coming around the right side, trying to look for the corner. Gets driven out of bounds. He's going to be shy of the 1st down, but a gain of 7 on the play.
Now it's decision time again. We've seen him not kick the field goal the first time. You got 4th and 1 here. I think you leave your troops on the field and go for it.
They moved that back. He must have ran out earlier, so they only picked up 3 on the carry.
Time is running.
So they changed the spot. It's going to be 15 seconds and ticking, and 4th down and 4. I think they're going to call the timeout, maybe take the chance of the field goal to hit the expiration on the first half of play. And that's exactly what they do. So timeout as you see Forsman warming up the leg.
We go back to that call earlier in the game where they didn't kick the first field goal, and here we are in a 4-point game. This could be a 1-point game, and Lakeland could go in the lead at halftime.
Lakeland actually could have been a 6-point swing there if they hit this field goal. That changes the outlook of the game, changes your play calling, certainly. Coeur d'Alene's going to get the ball to start the second half.
It's been a great game as we expected here so far. Both teams playing hard. We're starting to see both offenses take off as both defenses haven't really figured out the recipe to stop either team.
Looks like it's stiffening up a little bit on Calder as he's running on the sideline. I know the senior wants to win it. I mean, I know he wants to be in this game so bad, but you got the rest of the season ahead of you too. I mean, if I'm coach, I might be taking the pads at halftime and just be like, we'll try it without you, but rest up, ice up. They've got Post Falls next week. We'll have that game here on Idaho Sports. We'll be right back here next week for that one. Should be a dandy of a ball game too.
Post Falls starting to get it going here late in the season. Here they're starting to, midway point of the season, they're starting to pick it up on offense and defense over there.
Well, Lakeland's got a chance too to do something that they haven't done in a long time. That's have a winning record on the season against the 5A slate of the schedule. That's big.
That is huge. They got a chance here to start that tonight.
Yeah, they could sweep the 5A teams minus Lewiston. They're not playing Lewiston this year, but that would be a huge turn of events for the Hawks team who, last year made the playoffs. They put Skyline on the ropes for 3.5 quarters. They led that game in the state playoffs, the eventual state champs. We know that the talent's there for this ball because we got another timeout from the Vikings trying to ice the kicker.
Yeah, the talent's there, and Coeur d'Alene's fought back. When you go down 10-0, it's a gut check, especially for a 5A team going against a 4A team. But
it's going to be right around we'll see where the holder's going to be.
Right around the 40,
so
it looks like.
The ball will be spotted just shy of 35, so we're looking at a 45-yard attempt. We'll call it officially 44. So 44-yard field goal attempt for Forsman. He's certainly got the leg. We'll see if they can put it together. Snap goes back, snap down, kick is up. Certainly has the distance. And Drano, he puts it through.
Wow, what a kick.
That was good. I'm not kidding. That was good from 60. That was an absolute – he laced into that one. He had another 15 yards on that kick.
What a kick. And now we go back to that play call we talked about. We would have kicked the field goal in.
Yeah, so 1-point game. We're at halftime now. Coeur d'Alene has a lead, 14-13. Lakeland's got to be feeling okay about things, though, going into half. They have their chances. They've been in the red zone on almost every drive. They haven't even punted yet in this ball game. They've had a couple, fourth downs get stopped there deep in Coeur d'Alene territory. Coeur d'Alene's got to be thinking offensively, hey, we're able to put things together now and drive the ball, especially that rushing attack. Things looking up for the Vikings. for their adjustments for the second half.
Yeah, no doubt. They started off a little slow, but they definitely picked it up, and we see a lot of bootlegs with Kaiser and getting him out in space, and he feels very comfortable throwing on the run, and it'll be a game of adjustments. It'll be what coach can adjust to what's been working, and I think that'll be the outcome of this game, as both teams are pretty evenly matched, it seems like, out here tonight.
Yeah, so we're going to take a quick, probably 4-minute break real quick. We'll get some stats for you. We'll come back, break down the second half of play here from Rathdrum. The Coeur d'Alene with a 1-point lead over Lakeland, 14-13 at halftime here on IdahoSports.com.
High school sports teams are known for their unity. No matter what's happening on the field, they stick together. Players, coaches, students, parents. One big family. That's why Mountain West Bank is so proud to sponsor Idaho high school sports. Today, tomorrow, together.
Some days, I choose the most difficult trail. I test my limits.
Taking the hard path isn't always easy, but I know it's the right way.
When I get done with my ride and I look back at what I've just accomplished, I feel amazing.
It takes courage and determination to do hard things.
But you can do them.
Quitting tobacco and vaping is possible.
You decide when. We'll show you how. Learn more at projectfilter.org or call 1-800-QUIT-NOW.
You can't make summer stand still, so make the most of every last second with a new Toyota at Toyota's National Sales Event.
During Toyota's National Sales Event, discover our wide variety of fuel-efficient electrified vehicles. Toyota, let's go places.
We're a valley-wide country store. For 100 years, we've been your #1 choice for food, fuel, farm supplies, and just about everything else you could need to get you through your day. We know you work until the job is done, and so do we. For gas on the go, or a little extra to help you get down the road, you can count on us. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're valley-wide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We're here for you.
Vaping sucks you in quick, and the more you vape, the harder it is to quit. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems. That's why thousands of teens are joining My Life, My Quit. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text Start My Quit to 36072.
No matter what life holds, we'll be there for you. Mountain West Bank. Today, tomorrow, together.
It can be a lot, trying to figure out how to make it, how to dream big, and to wonder, what if? Because no matter where you are in life, if you don't know what's possible in Idaho, it's hard to keep asking, what if? Which is exactly why Next Steps Idaho was created, with everything from smart tools that help you figure out careers you might be suited for, to training and education options for you. So keep asking what if at nextsteps.idaho.gov.
I'm Jen Miguel-Seiler, and I'm from Moscow. I think it's really important to get vaccinated because it's not just about me and my health, it's about the people around me. We have a lot of friends who have disabilities or have different health conditions. I want to make sure I don't make anyone sick. So we chose to get vaccinated to keep each other healthy.
So we're back at halftime. Coeur d'Alene with the 1-point lead, 14-13 over Lakeland. The home team here on a beautiful night, and I got to say this field looks absolutely incredible for tonight's ballgame. So hats off. I was talking to Mr. Hoffman, the principal here at Lakeland High School, before the ballgame. He was saying he's been coming down himself and putting down crabgrass killer and everything all summer, trying to make this thing look really good, and it looks awesome. It's lush and green. I mean, there's been no shortage of water, obviously, this spring, but the field looks in incredible condition.
Looks amazing, and probably won't see this come later in the season. It usually becomes a swamp.
It becomes a swamp. We get a couple of those October rains, and it becomes pretty swampy pretty quick. So some stats from the first half of play. Obviously, let's talk about what we saw. We saw Lakeland come out guns blazing, right? I mean, they were running roughshod on the Vikings, but Coeur d'Alene buckled down a little bit, got some big stops in the red zone, and able to put some things together on offense.
Yeah, what you see usually is these smaller teams, they'll come and throw the first punch, is what coaches like to say, and it's, can you take that first punch? And once they took it, and now they have the lead, they took that first punch, and they've answered ever since.
Yeah, so they came down and they scored on couple drives there in the second quarter to put some points on the board, obviously, and now they lead 14-13 over Lakeland. And so some stats from the first half of play. Thomas Calder, 6 carries. He's got, 81 yards rushing on 6 carries, 2 receptions for 32 yards, so he's over 100 yards in total offense. However, about the 5-minute mark left in the first half, he got injured. We didn't see him come back in the ball game. Saw him try to run a little bit on the sideline. We'll see if he's able to come in the game at all, but hobbling pretty good out there. John Cornish, 13 carries, 85 yards. We knew that was going to happen, so the running attack for the Hawks obviously working. Saputsky, 3 carries, 31 yards, kind of in spot duty for the Hawks. Be able to get some nice gains for them, a couple big first downs. And then Benson, 2 receptions, 20 yards, and a touchdown for the sophomore receiver. So, pretty good job for Lautenheiser, 6 of 10, 66 yards, and a TD so far in the first half.
And if Calder can't show up in the second half, I think it's going to come down to Lautenheiser coming out and taking a game and showing us how good he really is. And I know he has it in him.
Yeah, maybe he's got that dog in him, right? That's what he's been saying lately, right? He can come out Justin Herbert style a little bit, gunsling, try to see if he can lead a comeback for the Hawks. They're only down 1. Some stats for the first half. Machusic for the Vikings, he's got 6 carries, 38 yards. Wheeler, 1 carry for 28 and a touchdown. For Coeur, 3 receptions, 40 yards and a touchdown. We saw Kizier struggle a little bit in the first half, obviously throwing the ball in the first quarter, able to put things together. He was settled down a little bit. I mean, he was 0 of 5 from his first 5 passes, and then he completed 6 straight passes to close out the first half. So a decent job by Kizier to settle down a little bit. No turnovers by either team in the first half. Something we knew that they were going to hang their hat on was trying to control the ball. And, Coeur d'Alene's been able to get 2 touchdowns on the board. Lakeland, a couple field goals and a touchdown, and that's where we stand, 14-13.
Yeah, and I think Coeur d'Alene's offensive coordinator did a good job. They were trying to take some shots there early, and it just wasn't working for Kaiser as Lakeland was getting some pressure on him. So when they slew it down, gave him some short routes, love to have him rolling out right. He's really comfortable rolling out to the right, throwing on the run there, and he kept hitting underneath stuff, and it turned out to some big gains, and that's what brought him back into this game. It wasn't so much the rushing game. It was Kaiser throwing those short passes and those playmakers making some plays out there for Coeur d'Alene. Interested to see how Lakeland comes out, and maybe they try to take away that rollout to the right and force him left.
Yeah, I mean, that's where Kaiser's been pretty solid. Is rolling out to the right, finding his receivers, especially he throws a nice out route, too. We saw him roll reverse pivot, come back out to the left, and threw an absolute dime on like a 15-yard out pattern to Farrar. And, so the talent's there for both teams. I think they've got the quarterback play shored up. Now it's going to be the defense. They're going to bend but not break like we saw with Coeur d'Alene there. They bent a little bit, but able to come back and answer on offense. Lakeland just gave up the 2 scores, obviously, that we talked about. But other than that, they've played pretty solid defense in this ballgame.
Yeah, and I think it's going to come down to, like I was telling you before the half, it's going to come down to those adjustments from the coaches. Who's going to make the right adjustments to put their players in the right place? And if you're Lakeland, you've slowed down the run. Maybe you try to slow down the pass. And if you're Coeur d'Alene, I mean, you've loaded the box. What do you do, Coach, to stop the run here against Lakeland?
In years past, obviously, you had the Kiefer era. Obviously, the wing T. What's coming. Lakeland with a new offense, new defensive alignment. Both sides of the ball are new. Teams had been used to what they were lining up in. Things aren't the same anymore, obviously, on the offensive front. But, you have Coach Amos across the sideline with Coeur d'Alene. They've been running the same offense, it seems like, since I was a kid. But they're able to put together, pretty good drives, and they've got the athletes and the talent. So does Lakeland. I mean, I look at the strengths of this ballgame so far, the bright spots. Lakeland's offensive line has been unbelievably good. I think Coeur d'Alene's their receivers on offense, kind of the unsung heroes so far in this ballgame, been able to bail out the offense, a couple 3rd and longs, able to get first downs and keep drives moving.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's going to have to continue that way. We haven't seen Coeur d'Alene really get a run game that's been sufficient to keep going. They're going to put the ball in Kaiser's hand and let it say, hey, this is your team. Let's take it over as a junior quarterback. Show us what you got, buddy.
The keys to the car. You're going to be running this for a while. Let's see what you can do for us, huh?
Yep.
Yeah. So there's some talent out there on the roster. I mean, look at Camden DeGraw. Defensively, I think has been pretty stout for the Vikings. He had a couple sacks in the first half. He's been able to reach Lautenheiser on a couple pass drops, which is weird because they've only attempted to pass 12 times, two sacks and then 6 of 10 passing. So that's a pretty high sack percentage if you're thinking about things for the Vikings.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty high, but Lakeland's pass game has worked so far. Cason's been on the money with his reads. He's been really good. We also see Coeur d'Alene, like I said, backing off with their corners, so he's been able to hit the underneath stuff pretty well. But I think the key thing is if we don't see Calder come back out of here at halftime, that's a big blow on defense and offense. Changes the whole game plan there for Coach.
Yeah, you forced Lakeland to be completely one-dimensional with Cornish in the backfield. You know that they're running the ball. But it does make me think a little bit. Do they not respect Benson, the wide receiver on the outside for Lakeland? That's kind of the X factor for me in the second half. Are they going to be able to get the ball in his hands again and see if they can let the youngster get in space?
I think the key player for me next half is Kaiser. Like I said, this is the game where, either you're 4 games in now for Coeur d'Alene. You look at your quarterback and say, hey, you're the junior. You want to be the captain of this team. Here's the keys. We're in a close game here against Lakeland. They've stopped our run. You're going to have to sling it to win.
So I'm looking at it right now. If I'm Coach Schroeder for the Hawks, you're 4-0. You're playing with house money, right? You're playing a 5A school. If the game really, if you win, it's huge for your max preps rating. If you lose, it's not going to hurt you because Coeur d'Alene's played an insane schedule so far this year. So the balance is really pretty there, right? I mean, it's pretty balanced as far as what you're going to see. So it really, I'm telling my kids, come out, you're throwing haymakers. Just start throwing punches. I mean, as far as not like literal haymakers, but you're going to start taking some shots. See what you can do, and then, kind of let the chips fall where they may at the end of the game.
I know you were talking about Cornish earlier in the game. You think he's going to break that 50-yarder like you've been saying the last couple games? You think he pulls that off tonight?
Man, he's been close on like 3 different runs. He's been shoestring tackles away. He's got a 32-yarder, so I'm still hanging on the whole. I think he's going to hit a 50-yarder again. He hasn't got the space that he normally gets. I think he's going to get one. They're going to try to maybe put him in the slot and flex him a little bit and see what happens.
I see Kaysen throwing for over 150 yards after this. I could see it coming. I could see if Calder's out, I could see him saying to their senior quarterback back there, a guy that can sling the rock.
Yeah.
Here's the keys as well, man. Take it over.
Yeah, so we're about ready to start the second half of play. We're going to take a quick 1-minute timeout. We'll be back here for the second half of football from Rathdrum. Lakeland down 1 to Coeur d'Alene, 14-13 here on IdahoSports.com.
High school sports teams are known for their unity. No matter what's happening on the field, they stick together. Players, coaches, students, parents. One big family. That's why Mountain West Bank is so proud to sponsor Idaho high school sports. Today, tomorrow, together.
You can't make summer stand still, so make the most of every last second with a new Toyota at Toyota's National Sales Event.
During Toyota's National Sales Event, discover our wide variety of fuel-efficient electrified vehicles. Toyota, let's go places.
So we're back getting ready for the second half of play. Both teams out of the locker room getting warmed up. The question is, Thomas Calder going to be out there? You see his helmet on. We'll see. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see if the Lakeland Hawks senior gets out on the field and able to get a few touches.
It'll be very interesting to see. As a coach, if you're injured this early, do you put him back out there? Or do you say, hey, we have the meat of our schedule coming up. Hey, we're going to need you later on.
Actually, I'm scanning the sideline, and I saw him at the start of the half, and now I don't see him. So I don't know if they took him back inside to tape and go or whatever, but we'll see. But 1:40 kickoff here to start the third quarter of play means I got to change the scoreboard. I want to thank tonight's sponsor of the ball game, Mountain West Bank, located and based right here in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. I want to thank our game sponsors, Idaho Transportation Department, the Idaho Department of Health and Welfare, Next Steps Idaho, Project Filter, Valley-Wide Cooperative, and your local Toyota dealers. Proud sponsors of high school athletics here on IdahoSports.com all school year long. We got football in the fall. We're going to do some basketball. We're going to do some wrestling this winter too, which I'm stoked about. Obviously, we've got state baseball and everything in the spring too, so carrying a bunch of different athletic events all year long. So keep your eyes peeled. You can always tune in every Wednesday. We put out the North Idaho Prepcast here on IdahoSports.com. Catch Brandon Bainey and myself discussing all things North Idaho athletics, all divisions from Bonners Ferry all the way to Grangeville. We talk about things, and this last week obviously discussed what we don't have a presence of tonight, and that is smoke. So Project Filter would be appreciative of that one.
Coeur d'Alene going to get the ball here, and very interested to see what Coach Amos does here to start off. Is he going to go to the run game or just get Kaiser going early?
Some scores from around the state. Shelley defeats Blackfoot tonight. That's a big win. The playoff picture is starting to, I don't want to say muddy, but man, it's going to get interesting what we've got going on the rest of the season in the state playoff rankings. I think Lakeland's pretty much cemented a spot in the playoffs regardless of tonight's affair. They got a couple wins left on their schedule too.
I agree.
Blackfoot
ranked one poll, then ranked number 2 in another that I've seen. So big upset over there for Shelley.
Minico beat Century tonight as well. That's another score that's gone final from down south. As we're about to get things underway, Forsman is going to put the toe into it. Big kick deep down the middle of the field. Going to be received in the end zone. They're going to let him come out. And around the corner, a couple flags on the play. Coeur d'Alene receiver still up on the feet. And that is Machusik, goes out of bounds. Capital up on Centennial, 26-14. Eagle up on the Waihe right now. Or actually, that's a final. That game's gone final. Eagle wins 27-7. Highland of Pocatello is up on Pokey, 14-7. So we await the flag on the play. Be a legal block. Both teams offsetting penalties. So Coeur d'Alene's going to have the ball to start off. I think they're going to get spotted just past the 25-yard line. Mountain View up on Bora, 30-7. Offsetting penalties, and they're going to, I think they might, I don't know what they're going to do here. They're going to allow Coeur d'Alene to keep the ball, or are they going to have to re-kick?
Looks like a re-kick here.
Nampa's up on Cuna, 31-23. Thunder Ridge over Madison, 42-7. Bonneville up on Idaho Falls, 15-8. Bonneville coming around. Right?
Yeah.
Good to see the Bees coming back. Minico over Century. We talked about that one. Valley View clobbered Columbia 38-6. Emmett up on Skyview 34-24. Kick again. We got a penalty on the kick. I think there's a infraction there. Mountain Home up on Gooding 26-8. Burley all over Preston 66-36. No score from up north at Sandpoint. Timberlake up on Moscow at half 25-22.
Good game over there.
That game's just up the road too in Spirit Lake tonight.
Got to do a game earlier in Timberlake. It was also a close one.
Yeah, that South Fremont game was a dandy of a ball game. South Fremont's been on a roll lately too. So trying again. Kick again by Forsman. Line drive right to the returner. He's going to bring it across the left, back to the right side. Reverses field across the hash marks, and he's going to get it out to about the 30-yard line. So Coeur d'Alene's going to start with the ball. That was a kind of a crazy kick by Forsman. It was a low line drive. That thing only took about a second and a half to get from the tee to the receiver.
Not something we're used to seeing here from him. Usually he's booting those things out the back of the end zone.
Yeah. So Coeur d'Alene going to start just across the 30-yard line at 31.
Still no Calder on the sideline here for Lakeland.
So Coeur d'Alene gets the ball, run out to the right side, stretched out, gain of 4, maybe 5 on the play.
See Coach Amos go there to a quick screen out there to his receiver, getting Kaiser right back started where he was at the beginning of the end of that first half.
I didn't get the numbers on that. I got to be honest, folks, I cannot read a single number on the Coeur d'Alene jerseys. Swing pass out to the left side. Gets his receiver in space. Nice little find there by Kizier. He finds the receiver out to midfield. And finally wrestled down. A little bit of extra effort there. Nice gain on the play. A pickup of about 15.
Really like the play calls here early, getting it out short, letting your quarterback build his confidence again here coming out of the second half. And Coeur d'Alene's on the move again, and they've been on the move ever since those first 2 drives they've stalled out.
So that was Erickson on the reception. So Coeur d'Alene waiting for the signals from the sideline for the play call. Just taking their time. 10:30 left here in the third. See what kind of adjustments the defense can find here. Is a nice find over the middle, looking for the receiver. That's Kizier. Finds his big target. That was number 12, Shea Robertson, on the reception.
There it is. There's that shot I've been waiting for Coeur d'Alene to take with Lakeland playing that one high safety. They've had the seam over the top, and they finally took it here, and that's huge. And I see Thomas Calder walking back on the sideline here with his helmet on.
We'll see what can happen as Sapitsky's on the sideline limping a little bit. So battle of attrition here in this ball game. As Coeur d'Alene driving now. Kaiser's found his pace there as a handoff over the right side. Nice carry. That was Whitby on the carry. Who was that? Wheeler? That was Cruz Wheeler on the carry, and that's number 3. Wheeler picks up 8 on first down, so second down and a long 2.
Coeur d'Alene looking good here to come out of the half.
So the handoff to the right side of Wheeler. Picks up the first down and then some. Nice gain there on the second down carry. Pickup of 6.
We're starting to see a little bit of reverse roles here. Lakeland's defensive line was handling them in there in the first quarter, but since then, Coeur d'Alene has been blowing them back. There hasn't been a defender near their running back until 5 yards after they get to the hole.
Got a lot of players with hands on hips right now for the Hawks. It's Coeur d'Alene in the pistol set and a little bit of motion there up front. I think Lakeland may have come across the line of scrimmage on the hard count.
Seeing Big 79 here check in for Lakeland here. Maybe they're trying to bring in a little bit of a present, as you're saying. He's 300 pounds, and maybe slow down that rushing attack up the middle.
I was going to say, because I was thinking about Lakeland's defensive front, they're slight. I mean, they're quick, but they're just getting pushed off the ball and blown up a little bit. So they got Preston Jeffs in there checking in at defensive tackle. First down and 5, ball at the 11-yard line. Kaiser gets a snap. Reverse pivot, rolls to his left, plants, finds the receiver inside, almost intercepted. Who intended for Farrar? That was almost picked by number 25, Gabe Means.
First bad read I seen from Kaiser tonight. He slowed down a little bit. He had all the time. There was a guy actually who leaked over the top there in the back of the end zone. Would have been an easy touchdown there for Coeur d'Alene.
He ended up looking back inside. That's kind of like no man's land when you're rolling out and you start looking back inside underneath. So the shift for the Vikings, got tight trips to the right, single receiver out wide to the left, pitch out to the right, Wheeler met the backfield, swarmed under and lost. Loss of 3 on the play.
And who else? John Cornish on the tackle, flying and making that tackle.
It blew him up.
Wow. We're seeing that bend, don't break defense here from Lakeland like we were seeing Coeur d'Alene earlier in the game. And no good kicking here. I mean, we see on the extra points, they've kind of just mingled in there, so we won't probably see a field goal here from Coeur d'Alene.
So Sandpoint up 21-7 right now on Homedale with 9 minutes left in the third quarter. Third down and long, Coeur d'Alene dropping back, pass out to left, incomplete, almost intercepted. Benson almost had it. That's going to bring up 4th down and 7.
And we are seeing the kicking unit come out here for Coeur d'Alene.
So Coeur d'Alene's going to line up for the field goal here. And I believe it's Prohaska is going to put it up, and no good. Wide right. No good.
That is huge for Lakeland.
Bend but don't break. We talked about it, right?
There it is.
Like repeating our halftime.
And big loss here. I'm looking. Stowski and Calder helmet off. Looks like they're done for the night. Lose both of their main slot guys. Wonder what Lakeland has on the bench there to fill that position.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I think they might have to start moving Cornish around a little bit to try to get him in position. We'll see. Maybe they use Benson a little bit. Will be interesting to see what they've got coming off the sideline.
If you're Coeur d'Alene, I believe you just commit to the run here.
Hutton Hegblum looks like he is checked in. He's on the tight end in his right side. Benson in the slot to the right. 2 running backs behind. The quarterback, Cornish, out to the right side. Cornish dodges 1 tackler. He's trying to find anybody. Runs through a defender, but then met by 2 more just to get back to the line of scrimmage. That is a tough haul just to get nothing on the play.
It's one of those runs where it's, man, he's fighting for every yard and doesn't gain any. That's good pursuit there from Coeur d'Alene. Yeah. Really good pursuit.
Those linebackers tracked well coming across the backside of it, and nice tackle there by number 8, Whitby. So Lautzenheiser under center. 2 running backs behind him. Benson tight to the left. Single receiver out to the right is Riley. Turnaround handoff, Cornish straight ahead. And he's met by a host of Vikings, a gain of 1 on the play. Coeur d'Alene is going to absolutely pin their ears back with Calder and Sapitsky off the field now.
I was just about to say that. Yeah, now that you have those outside threats that were on those counter plays out, I don't believe they have another running back that's like Calder or Stowski to get out to the outside. So Coeur d'Alene just going to pin back and do the run, which was just going to come in where we see Kaysen.
We'll see what their passing playbook's like, if they can open it up in the passing game, because Coeur d'Alene's going to dare them here as you got Farrar at corner. I mean, a big corner. He's a 6'2 corner. Or he's a safety right now, but Lautzenheiser under center. He's going to drop back to pass. Looking for somebody, anybody. Slings it out to the right over the head of his intended receiver. Pressure was on. And a 3 and out from the Lakeland Hawks. They're going to punt. First punt of the ball game.
We're seeing a little bit of what I was worried about here from Lakeland. They're becoming one-dimensional, and Coeur d'Alene has been able to pin their ears back. Coach is going to have to open that passing playbook to slow down that rush there from Coeur d'Alene. It could be a long half here for Lakeland without Calder in there.
You know, defense kept a minute there, bend but don't break, but offensively we've got to get something going. And you get a turnover here, I don't know. We'll see Benson back to punt for the Hawks. Ooh, low snap. Well, lucky there, and then they got a decent roll out of it to get it across midfield. The ball's going to roll. Preston Jeffs is going to down it just shy of the 40-yard line of the Vikings. So good field position for Coeur d'Alene to start here their second drive of the second half.
Avoid a catastrophe there. Could have been a lot worse there. Good job by the punter to pick that up and just get it off. Almost blocked, but could have been a catastrophe for Lakeland.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here on this drive. I think this is kind of the hinge point of this ball game if Lakeland can get a stop to keep themselves in it.
Yeah, they're going to have to get a stop here soon, too. Not let Coeur d'Alene drive down the field. Try to give that offense a little bit of field position to work with. Last time they were backed up in the behind their own 20, see if they can get a stop here early.
You know, we talked about taking the points in the first half, and it's coming back. We're seeing it right now, haunting them a little bit. I think they're not taking that field goal attempt. These kids are going to be dropped back. Quarterback, he's rolling out to his right, looking underneath. Gets it to his running back. I believe that was Mashusik that got that. He was swarmed under, maybe a gain of 1 on the pass.
We're seeing Lakeland's defense change a little bit. They're playing those underneath routes. Maybe here, if you're Amos, try to get a backside post over the top and get Lakeland looking on those rollouts. And we all know Kaiser has the arm to do it.
He does. As we see Calder's trying to run things out, see if he might enter in the ball game. And Lakeland needs something of a spark offensively, but Coeur d'Alene with the ball. Kizzy going to hand it off. Mashusik over the right side on the draw play. Goes straight ahead. Big gain. 13 yards on the carry in the first down. Coeur d'Alene could just ball control this one right now. We got 4:46 left here in the third quarter. And the Lakeland Hawk down on the play. So I think it's just a cramp.
If you're Lakeland, do you throw Cornish back out there on defense with Calder being out, just have someone fly around, or you try to preserve him for offense?
Oh, I preserve him. Absolutely. I don't take that chance. I don't know. You got too much on the back end of the season to risk anything. So I won't say playing it safe ever gets you anything, but I think they're going to be all right. Our army of IdahoSports.com action photographers are covering games all around the state. We've revamped the galleries, made it even easier to find and order your favorite action shots. Just go to IdahoSports.com and click Action Photos in the link to order your pictures today. As Kizier gets the snap, swing pass out to the left side, finds his receiver through one defender. Nice defense there by the Lakeland Hawks to get the stop. It's going to bring up second down. It was 19 on the reception. Jake Cohall.
Coeur d'Alene moving the ball again. Are we going to see another bid not break, or are we going to see Coeur d'Alene punch it through this time?
So 6 yards on the reception. Spread to the right, single receiver to the left is Cohall. Actually got trips to the right. Lost that receiver out by the sideline. Because you're going to be out in the snap. He's going to fake the handoff, swing pass out to the right side. Machusik with it, and he's going to be brought down by the entire Lakeland Hawks defense there for gain, maybe a yard on the play.
Swarming defense there from Lakeland. We've seen them running all over the field all night, and we're seeing they're taking away that short game.
I don't know if you watched, it was almost like a line change in hockey. Is that Coeur d'Alene just brought in all new position staff coming off the sideline to keep fresh legs on the field.
Nice when you have that kind of depth on your team.
Yeah, so third down and short, 3rd and 2 for the Vikings. Bunch trips, kind of a quad diamond set to the right as they're going to roll their quarterback to it, and he may have just gotten enough for the line to gain for a first down.
First time seeing him run that tonight. Thought they would go to it more. I've seen Kaiser use his feet a lot there in the Sandpoint game. A big weapon for them. They start to use it.
So gain of 4 in the first down. It's going to make a fresh set of downs for the Vikings as they just get across the 35, close to the 34-yard line of the Lakeland Hawks. Still 14-13. Not too dire of a situation for either team as Kaiser drops back, swings it out to the right over the head of his intended receiver. I think he was looking for Erickson there.
Yeah, one thing I'm seeing here with Kaiser's, once his first read is gone, he hasn't really looked at his second read. Something they'll have to develop there with the junior to start going through his progressions. He had plenty of time there.
Yeah, he had time. He could have checked that one off because he had the backside slant wide open. But, you know, that's things that we see from up here. Snap, quarterback, handoff right up the middle. Through one defender, through another. Seeing some arm tackles here. Maybe a little bit of attrition and a little bit of tired weariness setting in a little bit for Lakeland defense. You see a quick pickup there of 4 on the play.
Yeah, we'll never see that hockey lineup change like we see from Coeur d'Alene. Lakeland doesn't quite have that depth, but they're fighting hard, playing good tonight, and so is Coeur d'Alene. And big third down here.
Big third down and long, 3rd and 7, maybe short 7, long 6. Trips to the left. Handoff to the right side. Machusik goes straight upfield through one defender. Across the 25 down to the 22, and a first down pickup of 8.
Big third down conversion there for Coeur d'Alene. Pickup of 8 and keeping Lakeland on is something we couldn't see at the beginning of the game where they couldn't get the pass game going, but the pass game has opened up that run game here for Coeur d'Alene early.
So you've seen Machuzik, you've seen Wheeler. They're able to rotate the running backs now in the backfield, keeping fresh legs on the field. Kazier in the backfield, gets a snap, swing pass out to almost intercepted. Benson was right there, trying to hit that swing pass out to Wheeler, and man, any more air put under that ball, that's going the other direction.
One adjustment here I'm seeing early is from Lakeland is when they see that screen pass there, they're having their outside backer, which was Benson in that case, and they're crashing down hard. Something Kaiser's going to have to realize, maybe Coach Amos picks up on and you fake that and you hit your receiver over the top.
So snap goes back to quarterback, ball on the ground. Kizier's going to roll out to his left, trying to pick it up. Goes through one, spin move, spin cycle straight ahead, and almost enough for the first down. What a run by the quarterback.
We got 4th down and 1. They mark him short of the line of game there.
Pickup of 9. I think it's going to be 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
Spin cycle there as Kizier goes up the left side, cuts it back up the middle. 1:12 left to play here in the third quarter. Coeur d'Alene with the ball. They've been controlling this entire quarter. Methodical drives for the Vikings.
Gets very tiring for a defense that doesn't have many subs.
Snap to the quarterback. Handoff up the middle. Runs right into the Lakeland defenders. Loss of 1 on the play.
Here, I don't see him bringing the field goal unit back on. They're
Was that Wheeler or was that Machuzik? I couldn't get this. That was Wheeler on the carry. -1 on the play. Sorry I interrupted you.
Nope, you're all good. And it does. I'm proven wrong. They were putting the field goal unit. Wait. Nope, offense still on the field. Just did another hockey line change again and put a new in. I'm betting they're going back to that run with Kaiser.
See if they run to that quad kind of trips. That quad set to the right where they got the trips with the up back behind it. There it is right there. You're going to run right at it and run right into the teeth of the Lakeland defense and the turnover on downs.
Bend, don't break. We've said it again and again.
Preston Jeffs absolutely blew up that wedge and then allowed number 68, Burcham, to come up behind and make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and a huge stop by Lakeland.
Very impressive here. Very impressive. 2 times Coeur d'Alene been in the red zone and haven't been able to punch it in. That's huge points in this game.
You know, now can Lakeland do anything with it? I mean, it doesn't really do you any good if you're not able to turn points around on the other side. But man, a great stand by this Lakeland defense. They're, we're talking about one of the better 4A, 5A teams. Lakeland's showing their moxie here in this ballgame. Lakeland was missing an offensive player. Moutzenheiser now set under center. 8 seconds left to play in the third. Turnaround, play action. He's looking for receiver, passes back to left, almost enters. Oh, reception! Cornish got the catch, I don't know how. He's across the 40. He's still on his feet, finally brought down at the 45-yard line, but I think there's a flag on the play. I thought I saw a flag come in on the play. We'll see it down here in the 20.
Yep.
They may have had an illegal formation. We'll see.
Dangerous ball there from Kaysen. First throw I seen him make dangerous. Somehow rifled it in there.
I don't know how Cornish made the catch. I thought it was going to be either intercepted or knocked incomplete.
I thought it was going to go there for a pick six. I watched that the whole way.
Oh, legal man downfield. Oh, huge play, man. That was a big pass and catch.
And that's going to take us into the fourth quarter, I believe, as well.
That was a gain of 33. Negated by the penalty. And we're going to have the end of the third quarter. I believe that's the end of the third quarter of play. We're going to take a quick 60-second break. We'll be right back here for the fourth quarter here on IdahoSports.com.
Because you already give them something money can't buy. We'll help with everything else. no matter what life holds. Mountain West Bank. Today, tomorrow, together.
You can't make summer stand still, so make the most of every last second with a new Toyota at Toyota's National Sales Event.
During Toyota's National Sales Event, discover our wide variety of fuel-efficient electrified vehicles. Toyota, let's go places.
So we're back for the fourth quarter of play, the final quarter of this ballgame. What's been an amazing ballgame? Really, if you talk about it, you look at the Lakeland Hawks come out, guns blazing, David punching Goliath in the mouth, and Coeur d'Alene clinging to a 1-point lead right now as we are in the fourth quarter.
And it brings me back to what we've been talking about this whole game. Was that not taking the field goal the biggest thing of this game so far? I believe it is, as it could be 16-14 right now, Lakeland in the lead.
Yeah, your shoulda, coulda, wouldas kind of situation. So Lakeland now pinned back deep on the penalty. What would have been a 34-yard gain ends up being a 5-yard loss on the penalty with the illegal man downfield. So they're back in the shadow of their goal line at the 10-yard line. Motion man is Benson coming across, handoff Cornish over the left side for a short gain of 2 on the play.
With both of your speedsters out of the game, we're going to see Lakeland kind of get creative here with their offenses. They're really relying on Cornish, but with Coeur d'Alene just filling those gaps.
Well, they got super creative with Cornish as well. You know, getting them out in space on the pass pattern and end up getting a huge play, only have it come back. Kind of takes the wind out of your sails a little bit. So Lautzenheiser under center, Cornish in the I formation behind him. Back to pass, tipped at the line of scrimmage, incomplete. Ooh, that was DeGraw again with the hand on it.
Ezra Benson coming up limping too. It looks like he's going to be out of the game here for at least a play.
So 3rd down and long. I mean, we're talking 3rd and 13 here.
Best receiver here off the field for Lakeland as well. And
their deep threat.
Yeah.
See what they've got as checking in was number 6, Ron Riley, the junior. And this is where you're trying to tell your kids you got to be ready to go. You got a lot of injuries in this ball game. Handoff over to the right side. Cornish looking for the corner, trying to stretch it, looking for a cutback, anything. Keeps going to the sideline, and he just swarmed under a gain of maybe a half yard on the play. Bring up 4th down.
And we're seeing that point I brought up earlier in the game where not able to run.
Here's the other twist to this, right? Lakeland's going to punt. Guess who their punter is? Benson. Ezra Benson. So we'll see what they do here and who is going to punt for the Hawks.
They're looking for Benson.
They're looking for Benson. They're looking for their punter.
Oh, and he's coming back out.
Okay, he's jogging in, so we'll see him finally enter the field to play again. After he went off on the, maybe he just rolled his ankle or something, but it looks like he's back out there, so he'll be back to kick for the Hawks. Snap, high snap, gets it, puts a foot into it. It's going to hit and bounce and roll close to midfield, and it's been this like 3rd punt we've seen tonight die right at midfield. So good field position for the Vikings here.
Yeah, they've been in the red zone twice this game inside the 20. One was a missed field goal. One was a great stand by Lakeland. Lakeland's going to have to do it again here.
And time of possession is a big key in this one so far too. So it'll be interesting to see how things progress. If Lakeland can put it together and get something back, they've got to be able to hit quick if Coeur d'Alene's going to get on a methodical drive.
Yeah, I think Lakeland here has to get a 3 and out, get their team some better field position if they're able to.
So Coeur d'Alene going to come out on offense. Kizier, the quarterback. Machusik in the backfield with him. In the pistol formation, you got Farrar far out to the right. High snap, going to be brought down by Michusik, nothing doing. No gain, maybe a loss on the play. I believe that is a loss of 1.
Both defenses playing good here to come out of the half. I think it's going to be the offense that breaks. And like I said, back to my points, I really think it's going to be what quarterback takes the keys of the ignition and says, this is my team, we're going to win this game.
Who's going to be able to do that? And maybe we see a turnover. We might see a turnover here, and if a little bit of swing of momentum, we'll see what things can happen and take a little bit of lift or a little bit of wind out of the sails.
Been crazy not to see a turnover here in a high school game throughout the whole game, so good one coming up.
Both teams making hay. Coeur d'Alene's they turned it over a little bit in the first part of the season. Kizier drops back. He's looking for his receiver. Finds Farrar, stretched out, reception, big pass and catch. We'll see where they spot him. He's over across the 20 down to the 16-yard line. Big play. That's a gain of 36 on the play.
There it is. We've seen him run a little bit of a bubble out of there, and it had Lakeland's linebackers come up, and they had the seam over the top. Great ball there.
You don't throw that much better. He threw it out. Only his receiver could get it. Farrar runs under it, pulls it in, and gets a reception to be 1st and 10. Snap over the head of Michusik, pulls it down, and gets swallowed under for a loss of 5 on the play.
Three snaps, and we see, I think McKissick is still down. That's going to be
Michusik?
Yeah.
That's the second time we've seen him down tonight as Wheeler's going to come in.
We've seen 3 bad snaps here tonight, and they've all been drive killers here for Coeur d'Alene of early, and hopefully they can bounce back on this one. But as of recent, those 3 bad snaps have definitely been drive killers for them.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see it too. If one of those turns around and you get a turnover there, that's a big turn of events in this ball game. As we're at 8:30 and counting left in this game.
Yeah.
So Riley, the corner at the top of the field, no help over the top. We'll see if Coeur d'Alene takes advantage of the one-on-one situation. Handoff goes straight ahead. Wheeler, nice gain there on the play on 2nd down. Gets it back to the original line of scrimmage. Picks up maybe 5 on the play.
Big 3rd down here. And honestly, with not having much of a kicking, it's 2 down. So right here, you're looking for a gain of 5, a gain of 6 here, make it 4th and manageable, open up your playbook a little bit.
So 3rd and 9, they'll call it. Waiting for the play call to come off the sideline.
I'm putting the ball in Kai's ear hand. I'm going to have him roll out and see if he can hit someone.
You got tight trips to the right. They're going to shift back out of it. Farrar out to the right side. Now you got tight trips to the left. Under center. Going to pivot, reverse pivot back to his inside. Big hit by Jeffs. Incomplete. Just got it off. Preston Jeffs put all 280 pounds on him and put him in the turf.
What an adjustment here from Lakeland. We've seen Coeur d'Alene driving that first drive, and they throw Preston back out in here. He's been a difference maker here for Lakeland.
So 4th down now for the Vikings. See if they're going to go for it here, as they've been unsuccessful in their previous field goal attempt.
Looks like the offense is staying out there.
Well, I mean, you think about it this way, it's as good as a punt if you turn it over on downs here. So,
yeah,
it's a safe play by the Vikings. It's kind of there's a lot of risk reward here for Coeur d'Alene if they pick it up here, if they can get 9 yards on this play. And we got a flag, and I believe that will be possible delay of game. We'll see.
Now I haven't seen Kaiser roll out to his left. Don't know if that's something he feels comfortable with, or this offense coordinating staff feels comfortable with yet.
That is a delay of game. So it'll be a loss of 5 on the play. Maybe he just tries to kick it out of the corner, right in front of the goal line. I mean, that might be a smart play to do a quick kick here and just aim for the sideline and take whatever yards you can get. We'll see what they do. They come back up to the line quick. Farrar, the 6'2 receiver, out to the right. Kizier's going to roll to his left. He's got a man in his face. 2 defenders, dodges 1, guts back inside. Finally swarmed under, and he's dropped at the line of scrimmage. Big stand by Lakeland, getting the turnover on downs for the 3rd straight possession.
Lakeland bringing pressure there. Like you said, he had the man over the top in the corner route, probably for a touchdown, but
yep.
Lakeland with the pressure, and they've won here. Like I said earlier, Coeur d'Alene was pushing them back, but they have won here as of late. But can the offense get going? And sputtered out here twice already. They're going to have to get something going without Calder. And I mean, we still see Calder running the sideline. Maybe it's a surprise comeback story and he comes back in here.
So Lakeland's going to get the ball with 7 minutes left, 7:20 to be exact here in this ball game. Lautzenheiser under center, Cornish in the backfield, sorry. They wish they had Calder out there. Handoff goes to Cornish over the left side. Nice run there, spins ahead, picks up about 6, maybe 7 on the play. Actually, he gets 8 on the carry.
There's a good first play for him. Really opens up the playbook. Haven't been able to open it up here in the second half as they've been behind the chains here in their first 2 drives.
Low man wins, right?
Yeah.
So under 7 minutes to play in the ball game. Lakeland with the ball. 2nd down and a yard, maybe a long yard. Ball just short of the 30-yard line. Lautzenheiser under center. Handoff, Cornish right side. He's got the corner, gets a spin move, and gets the first down, but a flag on the play. We'll see what that is. It's kind of in the area of a hold. First down was the carry, but we'll see with the penalty. And it is against the Hawks.
And now I retract what I say.
Negates the run, too. That was a big first down carry.
First down of them for this half, and then, like I said, they were ahead of the chains, opens the playbook. Now you're at 2nd and 12. Now you're back. Do I hand the football off and hope we get a big gain, or?
So there was the hold from the spot. The spot was ahead of the sticks, but it pushes them back. So it's going to be 2nd down at 10. The one bright spot about that, you're not behind your original line of scrimmage. So 2nd and 10 now after the holding penalty. Cornish in the backfield. How much gas is in the tank? Lautzenheiser rolls to his right, looking for a man. Slings it, throws over the head of his intended receiver, and incomplete.
Had him there. What we seen there from Kaysen was he didn't get his shoulders all the way turned upfield, kind of threw across his body, making that ball sail over the top. He gets his shoulders turned upfield, delivers that ball on the money. It's a first down there for Lakeland, and we're not sitting here at 3rd and 10.
Lakeland without a reception here in the second half. That's a big stat, too. That ball was intended for number 21, Coeur. So 3rd and 10 now. Went from 1st and 10 to 3rd and 10 real quick. Cornish in the backfield. He's going to flex out to the slot on the left. Obvious passing down. See if they can get Cornish in space. He's going to run the swing route. Flag on the play. We'll see. Ooh, big hit right in the head. Lautzenheiser takes a shot, takes a seat on the sack. Camden DeGraw on the sack. And a flag on the play. Insult to injury there.
Yeah.
We'll see if somebody was lined up in the neutral zone.
We got a holding on Lakeland again.
Oh, are they going to take the penalty? Or are they going to take the sack of the 4th down? So they're going to take the sack of the 4th down.
And we're seeing what we were talking about now that Coeur d'Alene's able to pin back and stop the run. I mean, penalty kills Lakeland's drive here, but that passing offense is just not very expandable here in the playbook, and it's really starting to come out and show now that they lost Calder.
You know what they need here? This is an inside joke between you and me. Belly option.
Rocket.
Rocket. There we go. Snap back to Benson. Gets the punt away. Gets a spiral and hits one over the midfield. It's going to roll. Nice punt there. Out of his end zone. Kicks it down to the 38-yard line. That's where Coeur d'Alene's going to start with the ball with 5:55 left here in the ball game. Rocket. I love that play.
I did too. Little quick pitch, and it worked great for Cornish. The way he hits a hole with a little quick pitch and gets him out in space.
Oof.
Need a little.
We can't keep talking about it. It makes for terrible audio. We were just talking about inside plays that you and I know, and I called them when I was your offensive coordinator.
Why waggle? Why waggle?
Oh, that's 6 too. So 1st down and 10 for the Vikings. Ball at the 38. Kizier, the quarterback, going to be in the pistol. He's going to have Wheeler behind him at running back. Receiver in motion coming across And pass to Farrar, pulls it down, snags it. Nice little pickup there. Gain of 5, maybe 6 on the play. We're going to say 7. Gets the extra effort forward.
Big thing here we've been talking about this half is ball possession of the ball, and Coeur d'Alene's had it for most of the time, and we're reaching that clock's ticking. 5:30 left. You know Ammo's telling us quarterback slow down and take some time off here with the lead.
Quietly, Colton Farrar has had a big game if you think about it as far as playing receiver. He's had some big plays. This kid's going to drop back. He's looking for a receiver. He's got a defender in his face coming at him. Flag on the play. Gets it out to a receiver on the right side and brought down. It was good enough for the first down, but that could be a hold on the backside of the offensive line.
Seeing the penalty flags come out here late, maybe both teams getting a little tired and holding on to those jerseys.
Yeah, a little, say lazy play, right? So that is the call, holding on the Vikings. Will take away the first down, push him back, and that's from the spot. So you're going to be looking down, second down and about 16 yards.
Stops the clock.
5:18.
Stops the clock there and puts them behind the chains
Puts them
here.
behind the chains. Lakeland defense been standing tough. The Lakeland could get the ball. And if you could force a punt here, put Cornish back at punt returner. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, so you're going to drop back. He looks to his left, pulls it back down. He runs back upfield, and he's met by a couple defenders. Gain of 4 on the scramble.
Third and long here.
Third and long here. Clock continues to tick. 4 minutes and 40 seconds to play.
We see Lakeland's defense change. 3 down linemen here, and they are spreading out their linebackers saying, hey, it's third down here. You can get your 5 yards, but we ain't allowing you to get a first down here.
You ain't getting it. That's right. So 4:25 and counting. 2 receivers to each side. Single back in the backfield is Wheeler with Kizzy. He's going to drop back to pass. Looking for a receiver. Surveys in across the field. Guess who? Colton Farrar running the crossing pattern right to the sticks. He's going to be close for the first down. We'll see if they give it to him. That's a big pickup of 12 on the play. Like they're going to be just shy of the first down. So 4th down and probably about half a foot.
Might bring out the chains here. I've seen an official timeout, but nothing for sure yet.
They're discussing, and I think they might do a measurement. We'll see. It's good practice, right, early in the year?
Oh, yeah. This is going to be huge. Huge. We seen last time it was 4th and short. Lakeland came up with a stop. You get a first down here. That's huge for Coeur d'Alene, but
yeah,
not. You got to think if you're Lakeland, we have a chance to stop
So
them.
there's the measurement. We'll see what the call is, and they're going to say first down Vikings. He got to the sticks. That's a big, big play, big reception by Colton Farrar.
Kaiser,
so 4:02 left to play.
Yeah, Kaiser did really well there. Stepped up in the pocket. Great pocket for him there from Coeur d'Alene. Stepped in, delivered a strike down the middle. I mean, there was traffic, but delivered an absolute strike there for a first down.
So at the conclusion of this game, we'll have some stats for you and the IdahoSports.com player of the game. As Coeur d'Alene's got a fresh set of downs now, the clock starts back up. 3 minutes and 45 seconds to play. Coeur d'Alene up 14-13. I think the Vikings will be happy just running the clock out in this one. They can just hold on the ball. Lakeland going to pin their ears back and see if they can get the ball back. Snap to Kaiser. Drop in the backfield. What a keeper play. The design draw. He waited to the absolute last minute, letting his running back get lit up. Pulls it out and gets the gain of like 5 or 6 on the carry.
Had the cameraman lost.
Woo.
Was watching the running back get tackled there.
That was some sleight of hand there by the quarterback.
Seeing Kaiser's legs come out here late in the 4th quarter, and it's really been a game changer here for Coeur d'Alene, something Lakeland probably didn't prepare for coming out of halftime.
So Kaiser in the backfield, a quarterback. He's got the tight trips to the right. See if he finds his receiver, Farrar, again, who's been playing up big in the second half here. Snap. Quarterback keeper, left side. Kizzier goes around the left, through a defender, through another arm tackle, across the line to gain first down. Going to be a gain of 8 on the play. Nice run by the quarterback.
Kaiser here in big moments has really took over the game. A really good learning experience for him, and good to see him step up in late moments of the game as a junior quarterback here early in the season.
So we got a timeout on the field. I think Lakeland player with a little blood, they're going to make cover up. So first down at 10, 2:37 left to play in the ball game. Kind of reminds me of that South Fremont Timberlake game, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Gives you those flashbacks. And man, I wish we could get a rematch of this game later in the season when Lakeland's a little bit more healthy. I don't know how this game would go if
I don't know if they want that, though, if Coeur d'Alene starts getting on a roll either, though.
That's true.
So let the Vikings wake up a little bit and get their offense together. They've been pretty hard to stop. So tight bunch set both sides for the Vikings. Receiver in motion across the formation, handoff inside to Wheeler. Goes through one defender, through another, jumps into the arms of the waiting Hawks defender, and that's going to be a gain of 7 on the play.
Still have yet to see a turnover in this game. Minute 56 left.
That was Camden Smith on the tackle.
Timeout Lakeland, it looks like. And
they've got it. They're tired, man. They're absolutely gassed with under 2 minutes to play.
Coeur d'Alene gets one more first down here. That might be the end of this ball game.
Yeah, if you get that fresh set of downs, they could take some knees. I mean, Lakeland does have 2 timeouts, but the conclusion of this game, we're going to have the IdahoSports.com player of the game, so make sure to stay tuned for that one. I want to thank our sponsors for football here on IdahoSports.com, Project Filter, Valley-Wide Cooperative, the Idaho Transportation Department, Idaho Department of Health and Welfare, Next Steps Idaho, and your local Toyota dealers. Also want to thank one of our sponsors here locally, one of our power boosters, Cornerstone Insurance Northwest. So, 1:56 to play. 1 point game. Offense for Lakeland has been at a premium in the second half. They've had a couple of big plays in corners, but the penalties just absolutely ripped their heart out on that last drive. And can the defense get one more stop? We've seen them stop Coeur d'Alene on every drive in this half.
I think it's a little tough with that offense not being out there long. That defense isn't getting a break. And, I mean, we even see Case and Lautenheiser out here at safety. I mean, they're throwing everything in. They're all in right now to try to win this game.
I don't see Preston Jeffs back then there at tackle, who's, created some success for the Hawks up front. But hats off to this Vikings offense has really snapped things around a little bit in this ballgame. Handoff goes to Wheeler over the left side, through one defender, through another. A lot of arm tackles out there. Picks up the first down, fresh set of downs with 1:49 left to play. So a gain of 7.
We see a gassed Lakeland team here now, and Coeur d'Alene starting to run with will, and I think they're going to run away with this game here and pull one out.
I haven't seen a timeout yet from the Hawks. They're going to let this thing go all the way down to a minute. I wouldn't be surprised if Coeur d'Alene, if Lakeland's not going to take the timeout, take the delay game. I mean, keep the ball in your hands, you get a fresh set, go on the first down on that last carry. It's pretty much academic. You're going to be able to take a few knees and go home. So 1:15, waiting the snap. Coeur d'Alene hands off Wheeler over the left side, through another defender, through another, and hits the corner hard. He may have picked up the first down, and that's going to probably do it for this ball game. And the fresh set, nice 10-yard carry from Wheeler. If they indeed gave it to him, we got a timeout on the play.
What a game from both of these teams out here. I mean,
unbelievable.
It's been a dogfight. I mean, if you're Lakeland, you lose this game, but I mean, you take it with all confidence. You hung in here with one of the best 5A teams in North Idaho and in the state, honestly. And if you're Coeur d'Alene, I mean, this is something to build on. You see Kaiser come out in the second half and take over the game with his legs, and big third down throw that led this drive to keep going.
You play 2 4A teams back to back who are going to give you their best shot. 2 4A teams that are solid. Like, I'm going to say, both these teams, Sandpoint and Lakeland, I could see them getting wins in the playoffs when they make it. If they do, they wrap things up. But Sandpoint up big in their game up the street. They're taking on Homedale, which is the #1 3A team in Idaho. They're one of the top 3A teams in Idaho, and Sandpoint winning that one pretty handily right now as Parker Pettit's lighting things up in that ball game. We'll have Sandpoint Lakeland here later in the season. You and I will have the call on that game. Looking forward to that one. That's going to be setting up for the IEL title of the 4A ranks. That's going to be a ball game.
It's going to be a great ball game, and honestly, either one of those teams can win the state championship, in my opinion, this year.
Skyline's going to have something to say about that. They've got Lachlan Hackey coming back at quarterback. They've got the #1 recruit in the state of Idaho. Well, not Gatlin Bear. That's the #1 recruit. They got Kenyon Sadiq, the 4-star recruit, the Oregon commit at receiver. That Skyline team is deep too. There's a lot out there. Handoff goes to Wheeler over the left side. He's going to be swarmed under, pick up the first down, and that is going to be probably about, you might see a couple knees. I don't know if they take a shot at the end zone here to put it out of reach. I don't know.
I think they just take a knee here, walk out. You don't want to risk a pick six here late in the game or a fumble. Take your knees and walk out of here.
Yeah. So 40 seconds and counting. We were talking about the 4A picture. I mean, you got Pocatello's a solid team. Bishop Kelly plays Lake City tomorrow. They're in the top, 3 teams in 4A in the state. There's some ball clubs.
I mean, we've seen Blackfoot fall today. They were a top 4A team, too. I mean, it's going to be a crazy playoff picture this year.
Burley is lighting it up right now. They've got some players. We talk about Gatlin Bear, right? Transfers, and the 3A transfer comes over. The guy that runs the, sub-11, he's like, I think, a 10-800 guy. He's the #1 recruit in the state of Idaho. That guy he's got another year.
We're going to see a great playoff this year in the 5A and 4A. We got Lewiston over here.
I like Lewiston a lot. I really do. I like Lewiston. We'll have them on a game this year, too.
You got Rigby. I mean, Rigby's always a contender every year. Great coach team over there.
Rocky Mountain's really, really tough. Meridian's on the way up. Eagles consistent. I mean, you look at football across the landscape in the state of Idaho, the 3A ranks. Bonners Ferry is doing great right now. I mean, there's some teams out there like Kellogg in the 2A ranks. Kellogg going down from 3A to 2A. Man, the parity is just there. It's pretty balanced, whatever classification you're in. So Coeur d'Alene going to line up because you're under center. He's going to take a knee. As Lakeland has no more timeouts left. You like those negative 2-yard rushes at the end of the game, don't you?
Oh, those are the best negative 2 yards in the game of football. And
so we're going to take a quick break here. We'll get some stats to wrap things up. We'll have the IdahoSports.com player of the game after this one. We might get one more knee out of this one. I don't know. We'll see. And I think they're going to let teams take the sideline, and they're going to surrender. So that's the final of the ball game. Coeur d'Alene holds on to the victory. No scores in the second half, 14-13. The win for the Vikings, the visiting Vikings up here at Lakeland. What a great ball game for both clubs. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back here with the final stats and the player of the game. Coeur d'Alene victorious, 14-13 over Lakeland here on Idaho Sports.
High school sports teams are known for their unity. No matter what's happening on the field, they stick together. Players, coaches, students, parents. One big family. That's why Mountain West Bank is so proud to sponsor Idaho high school sports. Today, tomorrow, together.
Some days, I choose the most difficult trail. I test my limits.
Taking the hard path isn't always easy, but I know it's the right way.
When I get done with my ride and I look back at what I've just accomplished, I feel amazing.
It takes courage and determination to do hard things.
But you can do them.
Quitting tobacco and vaping is possible.
You decide when. We'll show you how. Learn more at projectfilter.org or call 1-800-QUIT-NOW.
You can't make summer stand still, so make the most of every last second with a new Toyota at Toyota's National Sales Event.
During Toyota's National Sales Event, discover our wide variety of fuel-efficient electrified vehicles. Toyota, let's go places.
We're Valley-wide country store. For 100 years, we've been your #1 choice for food, fuel, farm supplies, and just about everything else you could need to get you through your day. We know you work until the job is done, and so do we. For gas on the go, or a little extra to help you get down the road, you can count on us. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're Valley-wide. Yesterday, today and tomorrow. We're here for you.
Vaping sucks you in quick, and the more you vape, the harder it is to quit. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems. That's why thousands of teens are joining My Life, My Quit. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text Start My Quit to 36072.
No matter what life holds, we'll be there for you. Mountain West Bank. Today, tomorrow, together.
And the scoreboard is off here in Lakeland. The final, the Vikings. Coeur d'Alene win 14-13 over the Lakeland Hawks. A great ball game from both clubs. I mean, tough fought game. Defensive battle. We knew it was going to be a defensive game coming into this one, as Lakeland has one of the top team defenses in the state. Coeur d'Alene right on the heels in the 5As. I think Coeur d'Alene had like the number 7 defense in the state. Lakeland was like number 2. So in the 4As. So, I mean, great ball game in this one. Second half, nobody was able to punch it in. Lakeland defense stood the test, but just offensively, the loss of Benson and Calder was the difference maker in this one.
No doubt about that. Field goal that was not kicked reigns huge in this one.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about that. Lakeland had the chance. They got the 4th down stop. They got stopped on 4th down on offense in the first half. They were in field goal range. It would have been like a 27-yard attempt, and they didn't go for it. And that ends up being probably a difference maker in this ballgame, not taking the points on that trip. But, you know, the shoulda, coulda, wouldas. And the stats in the ballgame, Cornish ends up with 17 rushes for 97 yards for Lakeland. Calder in the first half had 109 total yards in the first half. Got hurt with 5 minutes left to play in the first half. Never came back in the game. But, I mean, look at Coeur d'Alene. We talked about it quietly. Who was having a huge game was Colton Farrar, the receiver from Coeur d'Alene. He had 6 receptions for 97 yards and a touchdown. Excellent game from him. And he is our IdahoSports.com player of the game in tonight's affair. But hats off to the Coeur d'Alene offense, and Jackson and Kizier was able to put it together. Jamison Kizier was. And offensively manage the game at the end of the ball game.
Yeah, it was great to see. Coach Amos handed him the keys. He made a couple good runs, and then honestly on that last drive there where Coeur d'Alene was able to run out the clock, made that big 3rd down throw across the middle that led him to a 1st down and ultimately won him this game. Didn't do anything too fancy, did what he had to do to win the game. That's what you want from your junior quarterback.
Yeah, so final from Lakeland is Coeur d'Alene 14-13 over the Hawks, the home team. We're going to be back here for Post Falls and Lakeland next week, so be sure and stay tuned for that one. This has been an IdahoSports.com GameStreams production of North Idaho Game Night, presented by Mountain West Bank, brought to you by our major sponsors, Project Filter, Valley-Wide Cooperative, the Idaho Transportation Department, Idaho Department of Health and Welfare, Next Steps Idaho, and your local Toyota dealers. For my partner in the booth, Brandon Fury, I'm Ryan Skeggs. Thanks for joining us this week. We'll be back here next week as the Trojans take the 5-mile journey up Highway 41 to Lakeland.